Everybody! What's up? We're back. It was last session. Whoa, the hell was that one? That was pretty spicy. We got a new character in the group. Everyone hates because he made your other favorite guy go away. But chat was lively last week. Everyone who's here right now, hello, how are you? Welcome back. Anyone new here? How you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you all so much for coming back to our sort of return stream, sort of. We took a little time off. Trying to make time matter for when me and Anna went on vacation, but we're here. We're going to try to give you this content weekly as long as we can. But first and foremost, you might notice the lovely Tank Tolman is not here because he's beating somebody up in the UK right now. He is rocking their shy stuff. He is getting them.
You get
Pow!
it. Yeah.
Pow! Right in the kisser. That's right. Hitting them in the hand.
Hurt. Yeah.
Probably did. We're probably watching it right now as this stream's going on. Actually, no, it's not. Is it on the same time as this? I'm not sure.
No, it's after. It's the fight's before. After. It's on Friday. It's on Friday.
After? It's after. So go watch Tank's fight because it's going to be amazing. We're going to watch him bring the hammer down on that fool.
No, I meant this was after the fight.
Never mind. This happened.
You saw the fight, guys.
Yeah,
you saw
and
the
he
fight.
won. And he won.
In my heart.
He ruined him.
And in reality.
Yeah. He walked up, gave him the... Just poked him right in the eye. One whole thing. God, weird move. Weird move off the bat. Tank Tolman, wholesome creator, just did a whole Randy Orton eye poke right at the start. Never saw it coming. Heel turn. We call it a heel turn in the wrestling biz.
You did some ballet out there, Torben, and we respected it.
Crazy. Beautiful. If anyone out there knows how to animate images, just animate this whole rant that we just did of Torben in like a skirt and then poking him in the eye and then give him all. Anyway.
I want fan art.
We want fan art, everybody. This was my backdoor way of saying make more fan art, everybody. Do it. Because I and Rala and Clara will be, and Jordy Rose, our amazing producer, we'll be at Gamescom Canada in Edmonton. Oh, what? That's right, in Canada, where the three of us live. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. It's our first time going, I think. Did anyone else go? No? Yeah, no. First time. Ha! So you got to be there. Come find us. Say hi. If you've got fan art, bring it to us so I can have some. But yeah, if you're going to be in Edmonton from June 13th to the 16th, come on out. It's going to be amazing to see you all. And I'm going to be doing private games that you can sign up for. There's going to be, I think I'm doing a live game on stage with the Dungeon Dudes, Taylor's Tavern, and Dungeon Dad. Why wouldn't you want to come see that? It's going to be so cool. So hopefully, if anyone out there is in Edmonton at the time, coming out. It's going to be great. Do we have things to talk about? Hell no.
I think you did that. Yeah. Announcements finished.
I did that. Announcements done. They're over. Murdered that like Torben's soul. Okay. Let's go.
Wait.
Moving on.
Don't get mad at us, Torben.
There's no time to let that sink in. Yeah. So let's get this stream going, everyone. Grab your favorite drinks, grab your favorite sets of dice, and let us dive into today's session of War of the Realms. Dice ASMR.
That's so nice.
Nice, yeah. It's nice.
Last we left off, the Crystal Vanguard dealt with the fallout of the sacrifice of their friend Torben and had to deal with seemingly a person who, after it being poisoned and corrupted by the god of mischief Loki, for the first time in a very, very long time, has come to his senses. And Taylor seems to be your responsibility to deal with. After you had some very choice words and some confrontation went down, you decided to take Taylor over to King Thorin in the Skyforged Dominion, the Artificer Dwarven City in the Clouds, which you are all currently located. And some words were exchanged, Hermitha taking a very strong stance against Taylor, keeping an eye on him, laying down the law, getting the game plan together, as you kind of led the squad over to the main keep here, as you were sort of arranged a meeting with Thorin before everything that went down. The attack on the Skyforged Dominion by a group of cloud giants riding on lightning-infused Aerosaur dinosaurs. It was pretty sick. You should go watch it. But as the dust is cleared, that battalion had been driven back by the dwarven forces, riding upon iron skiffs, airships, and tactical advantages with their artificer pistols and jetpacks ablazed. You made your way into the keep where various groups of civilians, guards, running all over the place, seeking refuge, trying to rebuild from the immediate damage that was done. You're able to find your way into the keep as you rocketed past the steps, royal guards spotting Taylor, almost taking him in custody themselves. You were able to stop them, take control of the situation as Hermitha led the charge straight through, saying, we need to see King Thorin. And that conversation went about as well as it could have. Again, Hermitha kind of taking charge of the conversation, talking to Thorin in the War Council, which that was the room you were in, the War Council room that had this big round table, a map of Skyforged Dominion, Volstiba around it, and they wanted to take Taylor in. They wanted to hold him up in a town square and maybe do a public execution. You weren't too sure what the vibes were, but you were able to talk them down and for better or for worse, pledge that Taylor is in your custody and he'd be your responsibility. Also, some of you arguing for the fact that Taylor may know something, that whatever plan is being executed on, he was a key part of it at most points, and him staying alive is more valuable than dead. And with this, in the middle of this, the Yellow King showed up. Varian, who also has some very interesting choice words to make, trying to use this moment of confusion and emotional turmoil to their advantage, suggesting certain partnerships should be made, saying that alliances should be founded to promise the people encouragement that the city and the town is going to be rebuilt, and suggested that maybe Hermitha's family could be of some use, and dropped a little mic drop that Hermitha's rich family is still around, and maybe there could be alliances there. And seeing kind of the Dwarven King Thorin with these mighty white tufted beard and braids hanging down, that you were kind of you didn't really want to rock the boat or anything, so you'd say, I'll look into it. And as King Thorin accepted your terms, suggested that allies did indeed need to be made, and suggested, if you could, on their behalf, arrive in the plains of air to acquire a sort of follow-up mission with the War Dukes out in the plain of air. Who they have not seen in quite some time, but this perked the ears of one's Clara, as their father was involved in this faction. And she has not been to the Plane of Air in a very long time. So with Clara kind of promising to establish some kind of contact if she could, and the rest of you kind of juggling together what route to take. Do we go to the Moss Cathedral? Do we go to the Haunted Forest to visit Hermitha's family? Do we go to the Plane of Air? You chose the Plane of Air as it was the closest course of action. And with travel provided, your own brass metal skiff airship to take you to where the portals into the plane of air kind of meet here amongst the Cloud City. Jetpacks were also negotiated, which was pretty awesome. So as you kind of gathered your strategy, you made your way back down to the front of the keep, and some items were also gifted to you from the Skyforge Dominion's main artificer, the head of weapons and tech, with this sort of liquid organic suit that they had constructed. Made you some fancy gear, some Skyforge Dominion weapons and gadgets, kind of suited to your specialties. But after that, heading down to the front of the keep where you rendezvoused with everyone. Skiff was arranged for you, coordinates to where this portal to the plane of air would emanate. But not before Taylor wanted to send a quick message over to King Tarek, who is currently the leader and ruler over Asgard, as Odin has long since passed. And that is where we pick up right now. So, as Taylor has just given the multi-word sequence, basically in a nutshell, telling King Taylor Torben is possessed by Loki, and he could be making his way to Asgard as we speak. Told the rest of you to be quiet as Hermitha was trying to organize the exit of your party of the Crystal Vanguard, just telling you to quiet, hold on, wait a minute, just give me a minute. And then you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and no reply.
Well,
Hold on. Any moment now. It'll happen. Just it'll come through. Just
will it?
give me a minute, please. I swear I will. It will. Oh, come on.
You've had 5. This is honestly embarrassing. I'd feel sad for you if I wasn't angry.
Well, maybe in a little bit it might take some time. I'll just keep it on me in the meantime. You do your thing.
You can, you can find your chances back with our guests, our hosts, or you can follow us. I honestly don't know what to tell you.
You just see Taylor just kind of go off to the side, and he's just trying to shake the sending stone and smack it on his knees and just like hitting it a little bit, trying to shake it into working.
I look back at y'all like, is this guy for real?
I mean, it might not be good news if he's not getting a response.
There's so many, paths here. I understand why a high-ranking, I understand why the nobles wouldn't respond to a traitorous criminal who causes mayhem and madness wherever he goes. So, that's the most probable outcome. But, yes, let's benefit of the doubt. We could go the other route where all of Asgard is just shut down. That might also be an option.
No, I like your option better. Let's stick with that. Positivity.
Right. I like optimism. I like to think no one's he's not in any good graces at the moment. I feel like that is where I'm leaning. But, Clara, for the sake of being clairvoyant, I wonder if you can spell clairvoyant without Claire, I don't know. Yes. For the sake of being clairvoyant, maybe we keep that in the back of our minds. Maybe there is something going on in Asgard. At least we let the king know, King Thorin, keep in touch. One problem at a time, I say.
Yeah, I got to agree. If someone tried to murder my people or go on a murderous rampage on behalf, I wouldn't be so quick to answer any calls, really. Not really what I would want to do.
Exactly. Now that logic has risen to the occasion, maybe we should go. Time is clearly of the essence.
All right, well, I've given you all I can. The skiff is yours. One of you must know how to pilot a ship, right? Otherwise, why would you ask for a ship if you can't pilot it, right? That's just crazy.
You know, I figured we'd have assistance, seeing that we are, weighing a lot of civilizations on this one trip.
Ralla's just gonna slowly. I can do it.
Oh, splendid. I didn't want to, point out all of and you see the dwarven artificer just points behind him, all the plumes of smoke behind him, and all the damage that's been done that he has to probably go and fix. He's like a little bit busy at the moment. But you can fly. Perfect. That's your wheel right over there, a steering wheel, and there's levers and such, but it's pretty straightforward. It's a very long skiff. It's got one little gun on the front that shoots a little bit of lightning out from time to time, a little bit of arcane bolts. But that should be fine. Just be on your wits out there. You got someone who used to roam around the plane of air. I'm sure Clara here can guide you fairly well.
I have full faith.
No problem. No problem.
We'll send a couple scouts out to guide you to where the plane of air kind of meshes in with the clouds over there. It's a little bit funny. It doesn't really have a certain spot it goes out to. It kind of just spits you out wherever it wants. So have fun with that.
Oh, goodness.
Is there a general region, or is it literally anywhere?
Plane of air doesn't really have it has, there are kind of regions, I guess, but it's hard to say because there's not really land masses in the plane of air. It's air. So things are just falling all the fucking time. Everywhere. It might look like, I've been there once a long time ago, but you'll see things, they look like they're floating, but really, you're all just kind of falling at the same time.
I know, it's really cool. And to be fair, we do have cities. They just, they're not as fancy as this.
Right. And there are a couple of cities that you might be able to spot. That might determine where you are. I mean, Clara, do you have any... So do you kind of remember kind of the region when you were growing up there at all?
Not really. We moved around a lot. Just kind of wherever the Wind Dukes went is where Dad went. And I don't know. I didn't know where any of it was called.
All right. Well,
we can figure it out, though. I am super confident that I'll be able to tell where we are. For sure.
Mm-hmm. As I watch this painting, come together before me. Yes, this is going to be so much fun. Fuddling around the memories of, wow, how long ago was it? I don't know. We're going to use an old map to get there. I'm sure someone will find us if we don't find them first, Nothing must have changed. It's a plane of air. Nothing probably changes too much.
No, and there's lots of, not necessarily people, but entities around all the time. So, I think we'll be okay.
Are they nice?
Hostile entities? Or
Right. Great question. Yeah.
I've never fought in a plane of air, Clara, so I don't know how that...
We don't really have the same material concerns that you have here. So things typically tend to be pretty neutral up there, which can be good, can be bad if somebody just kind of decides to mess with you. But, as long as you kind of we stay out of trouble and, don't bug anybody, I think we'll be fine. Be fine.
All right, okay, all right.
That being said, though, Jinn were constantly attacking, elementals were constantly attacking, so we gotta be on the lookout for those. Those are not nice.
You don't happen to know what, Jinn don't like? Any weaknesses? Any of that?
Kevin, would Clara know? Because Anna knows.
Yeah.
Do I know what specific kind of Jinn there are or is it all kinds?
Jinn.
Roll me a history check. It's been a while since you've been there.
History.
Oh, 18.
18. Okay. So, from what you kind of remember, you remember that there, with the Wind Dukes especially, the elemental Chaos Wars, there were quite a number of major battles that happened in the history of the Plane of Air, and the Jinn kind of rose to the top. They're kind of elemental beings in their own right, but they are, for better or lack of term, genies. They are a race of genie people. And they've kind of dominated the landscape of the Plane of Air for some time. They don't control the whole plane necessarily, but they got a fairly large controlling interest. The Wind Dukes, although you haven't been there in some time, you're not even too sure if they're still around, what their place is in the Plane of Air. But Aarakocra are also around. Various elementals roam around. It's a beautiful combination of peaceful, serene skyscapes and insanely visceral, chaotic moments that only nature can provide, with tornadoes of storm explosions just happening out of nowhere, gusts of wind bursting from nowhere, and suddenly you're transported to another place in the Plane of Air. There are little spouts that sometimes can erupt that people have been rumored to have been sucked out of the Plane of Air and been taken down to the plane of water, almost like a tornado tube that kind of connects the two. So it very much has this sort of representation of what the elements of nature can do. You also remember that one of the main major cities in the Plane of Air is called the Citadel of Ice and Steel.
Mm.
Yeah, there's nothing that Jinn really don't like or elementals don't like. There's a lot that they're, resistant to. So if we find Jinn typically don't throw lightning or thunder at them because they're kind of beings of those elements. Same with the air elementals. There's not a lot that'll specifically hurt them. Honestly, it's not great.
As a skyship flies over top of your head and swoops by.
Great. I love it. We'll be in their home turf.
All right.
Couldn't have it any other way.
I'll call out to the artificer and be like, by the way, artificer, can I get a rundown of how this mace works again? This is also an over the table of me just asking how my mace works again, because I didn't write it down.
You're muted. You're muted, Kev.
How dare you, sir?
No, please.
How dare you? So Thrain Goldhammer is the master craftsman who's the artificer. What did we say? It was your chain goes 15 feet.
Okay.
It does an extra 2d6 thunder damage.
2d6 thunder damage.
When you...
It was 2d8 lightning damage.
There you go.
2d8
lightning damage.
Lightning damage.
When you hit someone with the spiked ball, they can make a dexterity check. And if they fail, they get hit. Or no, I think it was a strength check.
Mm.
Or was it... Sorry, I'm trying to remember now. Throw it, dex save, they fail, it hits them, and then you make a strength check to pull them towards you.
Got it.
I think. It might have been the strength. I'll look at my notes. I think the strength check might have been one step too many. But yeah, it was basically the ability to do lightning damage, and then you could hit someone 15 feet away and like pull them towards you.
Cool. Okay. Perfect.
I wanted to inquire
Just,
quickly.
yes, just to refresh, I have a sick bow, and I'll leave it at that.
That's right. You do have a sick bow.
Did Torben have the piss jar? This was mentioned in the chat, and my people are apparently very concerned about this piss jar. I forgot about it.
Where is the piss jar?
Where's the piss? Because it was
Not with me.
It was
That
what
we can-
Karsus gave me. Because it was what we got for, like, it was what Rala was given from the Wooden Cobra. So I think she was holding
Right.
to it. But I gotta start writing shit down. So do I have my piss, or did Torben take it?
Say yes, Kevin.
You have
let Torben take my
your
piss.
piss. You
Yeah.
got your piss. Torben did not steal said piss. You got it. The piss
Thank you.
is in your bag.
Keep it there. Forever. Don't take it out. Please.
Now, going in, I think maybe we need to be a little bit careful. Should I, like, because who knows where we're going to end up? Should I cast a sneaky spell on us before we go in the portal?
Exactly my thoughts.
Okay.
I was going to ask, since we are going in to home field, or into enemy territory, maybe we needed to stealth a bit.
Yeah, I think so. At least until we know what we're dealing with.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Does this skiff have any cloaking mechanics? I hope those are the right words. You all seem very advanced.
No cloaking on this thing. It's a little small for a cloaking device. Cloaking devices are fairly large. Like on our more large-scale airships, we can be able to fit it on. But for the skiffs, they don't really have that capability.
Love it. Love it. Okay. I don't think I have anything big enough. I'm not very stealthy anyway. And I don't think Lewin or Rala are going to do it. Clara, anything?
I get. So I have a spell. It'd be big enough to hold all of us. I don't really know how it'll affect the ship itself, but I can cast Pass Without a Trace, and it'll be 30 feet.
I'm
I like
assuming the
that.
skiff is like 10 feet long, right? Like it would hold the 30-foot emanation would hold all of us.
Yeah, the skiff is... It's around 70 feet long.
That's not a skiff. That's an airship.
It's fairly
So
long.
I can
It's like-
hide about half of it. Like, I will, if I stand in the middle, I can hold 90% of it. There's gonna be, but what's gonna happen is gonna happen. But at least we'll be hidden within the ship, I guess.
It's 70 feet long?
Yes,
Ooh, okay.
The dwarves, they're very advanced.
because that's what the token size was, so we went with it.
small potatoes.
Just imagine a very long, skinny boat that doesn't have like any depth to it. It's just meant to like hover on and ride around and transport things with some little wings on the
Got
side.
it. A long skinny tube to ride around. Yep.
A long
I
board in the
didn't
sky.
say tube. I didn't say tube. I said dick. It's a long dick. Stand on the long deck
Deck.
and
deck.
ride it into the elemental primordial chaos.
Rala's like, I don't know how to do. I can't operate that.
This is beyond my scope.
Beyond all my mercenary work and experience, could have left
I
me
think
here.
Tank's really glad he's not here today.
He grounded us. Even
Have fun in the literal plane of air, guy. We're causing problems at this one.
We're not even there yet. We haven't left, so
We haven't even left. No. Just making sure we've covered all the
to
bases.
go. Are we ready to leave? To go?
Yeah, I got my spell ready. As soon as we are about to go
Perfect.
through the portal, I'll cast it.
All right, and
But
you're
also-
driving, Rolla. You're gonna drive.
She's gonna have PTSD in her eyes, and she's just gonna like,
Oh no.
Love that. That's great.
Do we need to go over the controls? I say this like as if I know anything about flying. I hate
I'm gonna
flying.
turn to the artificer guy and ask, like, is there anything special about this that I should know other than a gun?
Lord.
Well, not particularly. This very long, skinny airship doesn't have any sort of special equipment on it too much. We usually use it just for loading equipment onto, transferring citizens, guards, that kind of thing. But sometimes things happen, so you want to be a little bit prepared, but that's about it. There's someone to steer. The engine is located here, and he kind of just shows you on the starboard part of the ship that there's a compartment that you can take up and has a lot of this massive whirling engine that's going with this like energy core that's just spinning in all directions, that's powering all the veins of the ship with all these cords and tubes and stuff. So yeah, don't know if you've ever looked at one of these things before, but if the things go badly, you just take this cord and you tuck it in here. But very carefully, if that goes to awry, you're gonna want. I need you to make me an intelligence.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
See how much of this you.
She's like, oh god,
retain.
information!
Information.
It's not horrible.
Love that.
Oh, they're a tactile learner. Oh lord.
Yeah, that's a 10.
That is a 10. Okay. So.
Yeah, we're dead.
You know, this is how it's going to go out.
The DM will remember that. Baldur's Gate style.
Oh god.
Can Taylor drive? Wait, we won't trust him to drive.
No, I wouldn't, but it's probably for the best at this point.
He's kind of he's already gotten onto the skiff at this point. And he's just kind of like sitting on like a little, one of the wooden seating areas that's just affixed along to the railings of the ship. Just sitting there, just like, anytime now, it's gonna come.
Oh, he's still waiting?
Oh my god.
Oh,
He wants
Lord.
it so bad.
No, no, it'll happen. Don't worry. It's gonna come through. He's just kind of obsessed with wanting the king to get back to him because he feels incredibly guilty. So a little preoccupied. But so Rala, as our artificer friend here, kind of takes you through the engine and like, if this goes bad, maybe connect this, and if this goes bad, maybe connect that. If the weapon doesn't malfunction, try this. And you kind of just like goes over your head a little bit, and you're kind of just staring into the abyss, and like, I could. This sounds good. Sounds good.
Just like the ones from home. It's just fine. I got it.
Yeah, and you do have some experience with Spelljammer ships and riding them, and the tech is. The steering parts of it, you're fairly familiar with, but this engine is specifically made by these people, and it's not like any engine you've seen before.
I'm just imagining her looking at the engine like, that's so much cooler. Oh no.
So as Thrain Goldhammer sort of nods to you, and you kind of give that, yeah, I think I got it. Just sort of steps aside, but is there anything else, Crystal Vanguard?
Honestly, just a prayer, and I think we'll make that work.
All right. Prayer to be with you, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very good with prayers. Not that much. I leave that to the priests to do that.
It's more than we deserve. Thank you.
My religion is within my hands. I make everything, so kind of my own.
Love that. It's very certain.
You got the backpacks, and you see some squires come up to the royal guards and have backpacks for you all. So for Clara, you're fine, but the rest of you that aren't able to fly, they just have these like very elegantly made sort of dark steel brass coupling jetpacks. Like we mentioned before, they have enough fuel for 3 charges. So 3 uses of these guys. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Listen over, and I think you asked for a couple extra fuel cells. So they have another fuel cell latched on, sort of in a net sort of bag next to the packs they give you, which gives you an additional charge.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I need this.
No problem. Just be on your guard. Be careful. And hopefully we'll see you soon. That shouldn't be too long, I hope.
We'll see about that. Thank you. And
I actually, sorry, I did have one question.
I'll get on the ship.
Just, is there any sort of like space-time relation to that plane? Like, is it one for one in your experience in the past? Do you know, like, do we need to be conscious that like twice the amount of time is happening here as there?
No, it's not like the Feywild.
Okay.
The time stream there works fairly similarly to us.
Okay.
Here. He gives you, Clara, his own personal standing stone.
This is
That'll contact you back to the war room. We'll have someone standing guard in case you SOS need a cavalry to come. We'll try our best.
Is there unlimited uses?
Should be.
Amazing. Hermitha, you probably should hold this so I don't have a panic attack and use it too soon. I think you're the best in charge of it.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Bring it here. I'm the
And I,
responsible one now.
My dad looked me
I'll
in my
take
eyes. I
it.
gotta go.
Help, there's family
She's
trauma.
trying to
Come
talk to
get
me.
it.
Oh god.
I take this thing from Clara.
Yeah, and I get on the ship.
Rolla's gonna be like at the steering wheels. A little bit of PTSD still, but she's gonna be familiarizing.
Clara, what is this thing again?
It's a sending stone, so we can talk to the people here while we're there. And if they like need to send in the cavalry because we're dying,
So
they'll
smart.
come and protect us. I know.
So smart. Yeah, see, this is why we need to, everyone needs to talk, yes. Because you think
And
differently.
Yeah.
this is why alliances are so important. Because
Absolutely. Let's go work on forging another one.
We're so diplomatic.
I don't know about that.
We'll try.
We'll try. Okay.
Clara,
Okay.
you've got this. Come on. Let's go. We can do this.
Yep. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and she's like really like,
Okay, I got it.
and like reluctantly sits down and is not relaxed at all. At all.
All right. Well, good luck to you. And you got this, Rala. And he kind of looks at you as you kind of like take the steering wheel, and it has a metal base, and it seems to bend a little bit. Like you kind of affix it to however you'd like. And as you kind of plant your feet sort of beside the steering wheel, there's a couple of grooves in the wood, and the wood's also reinforced with some metallic coupling as well. It kind of can tell, like through the slats of wood, there's like steel kind of fusing it all together, so it has this fun little inlay that's into the design of it. As you put your feet down, you feel the imprints kind of stick down for a minute, and this seat kind of just steps up to you, so you can kind of sit on it, get comfortable, and it kind of bobs up and down with suspension.
She's gonna look over her shoulder and just like, I got a chair. I'm perfectly fine, thank you, sir. And just get comfortable at her little seat.
All right. Well, we'll have the guards here escort you over to where the plane kind of seal is weakest. And good luck to you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your service. We really do appreciate what you've done for the Skyforce Dominion, even if old Greybeard over there doesn't want to say much. A little preoccupied.
I do my waves. I buckle in.
And then,
Start driving, I guess.
as you all sort of enter into the skiff one by one, Hermitha will say that you're the last to step on as you've been kind of delegating this. The artificer kind of pulls you in and just says, you know, if that one, and looks over to Taylor, if that one were to mysteriously disappear during this mission and fall off in any way, doesn't have to be recorded. Lots of things can happen in the plane of air unexpectedly.
You're absolutely right. And that's all I'll say.
Takes a step back. Rala, let's see how we start this thing. Let's just make a silly little check to see how this piloting is gonna go. Make me a Arcana check.
Can I have anything to add to this or
I
advantage?
was gonna say, can I be
She's-
at the front, like pointing and helping, and
She's
like
ridden these, like she's driven these before. She spent like
Yeah.
multiple years as a driver. So
Yeah, so the
like
steering,
advantages.
you'll have advantage.
oh, thank God.
And you can add your proficiency bonus to it. So on your sheet, you should see a proficiency bonus up there somewhere.
should be +4.
Okay, I was like, I don't know where anything is.
Oh, so good.
But that's a 19 anyway, so that's like a 22.
Heck yeah. So as you kind of inlay your feet down, this sort of organic metal and wood kind of forms around your feet. The seat comes up. The panel at the side of the steering wheel kind of heads, like kind of wings itself forward, and you got these levers on it, and you kind of just like, okay. You kind of put your hand on one lever, and it kind of doom, 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 like it lights up as it contacts with your skin. Couple buttons. One sort of makes the thrusters start to go hot, and then this one lever kind of a bit of a forward backward situation, and you kind of push it down a little bit, kind of goes forward a little bit, like, okay, that's the thruster.
That's the go.
Kind of give a nod over, and then fly off. So, as this happens,
I just want to be very clear. I'm holding Pass Without a Trace. For the minute we start to go through a portal, I cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
okay. So,
I'll stay very, very quiet.
I'm hunting rabbits. As you start to drift away from the Skyforge Dominion, the metallic city in the sky starts to become smaller and smaller and smaller. As you start to make your way upward past the clouds, the two sort of guardsmen with their jetpacks sailing like a few feet in front of you just to guide you, as you can see the glow and orange and light glow of their backpacks through heavy clouds, a little bit of turbulence as you go through. The journey's fairly peaceful as the wind kind of whips its way through your hair and through your clothes. A couple bumps here and there, and you kind of hold on to the side when some of you are kind of standing there like not affixed to anything. But you do a few twists and turns, and as you kind of get through past the cloud cover, you continue to go up, and all of a sudden as you get through the cloud break, there's just this beautiful, serene skyscape in front of you of the sun kind of high above, and just fluffy clouds as far as the eye can see. It heavily obscures anything going down below you, almost feeling like you're in the plane of air itself at the moment. As you kind of dip further going through, you've been traveling for probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes so far. You kind of start to see off to your right, Rala, as the guards start to kind of bank a little bit. They head towards a very humid, cold patch of gray. And they move you in closer, a little bit closer. In that patch of gray, you start to see far off in the distance this little flashes of blue light. And you get closer and closer, and suddenly little pelts of rain starts to hit you, seemingly out of nowhere. You look above, and there's no dark clouds around you at all, but little pits of rain just start to hit you in the forehead and the face. The pitter-patter of the rain starts to hit along the wood and the metal, and it becomes kind of calming for a minute. So the wind starts to whip up fairly fast. The guards start to call out to you. You're gonna want to hang on. It's still gonna be a little bit bumpy from here on out. Those thunderous booms and thunder strikes start to get a bit rocky. The skiff starts to go rock back and forth until the guards kind of slow down a little bit, and the swirling storm is very ever present to you. The wind picks up even stronger. The rain starts to turn into bits of hail as it starts knocking along the guardrails and the wood in the skiff. The two sets of sails, one at the sort of front part of the ship, two that are a little bit bigger in these sort of webbed formations, getting pelted, but the design of the dwarves able to keep the material from cracking or cutting with the pickup of the hail itself. The dwarf kind of glides over to where you are, Rella. They're talking fairly loudly so that you can hear them through the storm cover. You're gonna want to go straight in there! Right in there!
Yeah, so go where they're saying, I guess.
Hold on tight! And good luck! Alright.
Make our way, I guess.
And
Oh no.
with that...
Oh no. Stop.
It's always bad when he's like either rifling through notes or bringing up a map. Something's gonna happen. I release
With
Pass
that,
Without a
it's not
Trace.
good, yeah.
Yeah, with that. That's the two words nobody wants to hear.
Rala then takes the skyship forward into the massive, whirling tornado storm in front of you. You fly directly in, and suddenly the tornado is ever present and all around you. Some of you can feel your feet start to lift up from the skiff itself. I need you all to make me strength saving throws.
Well,
Do I have to if I'm not specifically holding on because I have wings?
Do you want to let go of the skiff?
No, not if you say it like that.
Then make me a strength saving throw.
Ooh, flashy light.
Natural 20!
Thank
I
God.
had to roll it flat. I got an 18.
17.
And Torben, Claire? Probably a million.
So Clara got a 4.
Fly!
Got an 8.
Okay.
So, yeah, an 8. You're supposed
As-
to be from here.
You don't start flapping those wings.
She got too excited.
Yeah. We gotta grab you.
As the rest of you start to hang on tight as this swirling tornado is just all around you, gray sky and intense thunder and lightning and ice and debris starts to pelt in all directions, the wind nearly picking you up off the skiff itself. Rala, you're strapped into the seat and into the steering wheel. This seatbelt just connects your waist into the skiff itself. You're able to hold on. For Hermitha, Lewin, and Taylor, you each just grab on to a bit of the ship. The jetpacks were kind of fascinated to a rope onto a metal loop of sorts, so they're fastened to the ship. And then for you, Clara, as this happens, just because you have this massive wingspan, the wind just is able to just scoop you up much easier than the others, and you just find yourself going, "Ah!" and you just fly off from the bow. You try to fly, but the wind is so chaotic and strong, it feels like it's pushing you in one direction, then it's hitting you from the back, and then hitting you on your legs, and you see Claire start to fly in the air, but then you see the wind just make them start doing somersaults and flying all directions, and they're getting farther and farther away.
Is there something I could do to catch her?
We'll get there in a second. Clara, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
I'll turn this car around.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Oh no!
Another 8?
Put it in jail. Put it in jail.
It was a different one.
Someone should have tied a rope. Clara. Someone should have tied a harness to each other.
You're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as part of the ice chunks just hits you in the side of the head. You see her, but she is getting farther from the skiff. What do you all want to do?
How
Is there a way
many
I can
feet
scoop?
is she
Yeah, how
right now?
far?
Yeah.
Right now, she kind of started floating and she's up and then got hit and is spinning. She's about 15 feet away.
15?
No, don't even.
Oh.
He's Batman. He's
Well-
Boss Man. Is there a way we can scoop her? Is there a way we can scoop her without someone else jumping off the boat?
Well, no, because
So here's the thing. I'm going to lay
what I
out.
got just now
Yeah,
has the chain length of 15.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're
Yep.
gonna hit
Do
her.
it. Grapple
Fluid is
me.
link.
If I can, if I can link grab Super Smash Bros. Style, just ching. Loon's muscle memory will kind of just see Claire moving up, and I'll reach down to my mace and remember that it can extend, and I'll flip it upside down and kind of grab it by the damage end and let the handle. I'll just grab it and I'll unlock it, and I'll swing it up and aim for Clara's feet and hope
Okay.
to tangle.
Can I add by adding a reaction to try to grab it?
Okay.
If I see him doing that, I'm going to try to actively reach out. I don't know if that'll help the roll.
Yeah. So let's see here. This will either be. I'll say roll to hit.
Okay.
See if you can throw it at her. And then this will determine if a check is needed.
Okay. So from a Morning Star. It's a 13.
What's your AC, Clara?
15.
So you disconnect the handle from the ball of the mace. You're throwing the handle out, right? Not the mace?
Yeah, that's the handle.
So you kind of throw the handle towards Clara, but because you're not throwing the heavier part of the mace, the wind is just blowing it off distance. Clara, make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can sort of try to glide yourself towards it.
Okay, we're going to try dice number 3 today.
Come on, Clara! Get back here!
Also an 8 on the dice, so that's a 10.
What is wrong with you?
You see Clara trying to jump for it. The handle goes off to the side. Clara's, it's just
No.
Can I bonus action Misty Step to back to the deck, because Misty Step is 30 feet.
yes.
Oh my god.
Lives.
You know what?
Magic users. Yeah.
Ah,
I was gonna,
I have magic.
wait. I have that staff is the thing.
you had
God,
me
it's the
worried
ball
for nothing.
staff.
It's
Ball
the
staff
ball
is gonna
staff.
save you?
Yep. The balls are gonna save me.
Incredible.
So, as you flash back to the ship, I need you to make me another strength saving throw, because you still have
False
to
alarm.
latch on.
Everyone, false alarm.
Fuck. Okay.
I was actually
Try the
so
elven
worried.
tree. Elven tree gaming dice.
If there's another goddamn 8.
16.
Okay.
16.
Times 2. Oh,
17, because I have a +1.
got you. Attack of the 8s today. What's going on?
Attack of the Lights.
I don't know.
So,
I ate, but I didn't eat.
as you see Clara get hit with some debris, float in the air, Lewin, the handle just goes wide and bring it back to you. Shit, Clara! And she goes, as she's flipping, lost in space, you see her head go, flip over, flip over, oh, and just see her pull out the Misty Step wand and just go flights back.
There's no
Okay,
way.
I'm okay.
Absolute cinema.
My
Oh my
horrified face drops immediately. Just
Maybe ropes? And I start pulling my rope out of my backpack and tying myself.
right.
So as you
I
start,
didn't think you needed a backpack, but you did.
I guess so. I didn't think that the journey here would be so treacherous. Normally, in the plane of air, it's like pretty smooth. This is a new experience for me. Last time I came out, I've never actually come back in.
My heart, Clara, my heart. I'm too young for this.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I'll say right now, like, you know that scene in Attack of the Clones with Ben Kenobi on Camino? That's the level of weather that you're getting hit with at this moment. Like, I never respond back to Jango Fett, the clone army! Like, the rain is just
I'm yelling.
Yeah, yeah.
battering
Wonderful.
down on you, just in case our listeners weren't aware.
Put your seatbelt on!
But as
Clara, you're making me stressed! Got it.
Sorry.
So, as this is all happening, Rala, as you direct this skiff into the center of the swirling elemental storm, you get closer to the central column as you've kind of brisked through the outer layer, and you're sort of getting into the central column now as you see this spout of energy of cloud and wind going up, going down, one to the left, one to the right. As you enter this new column, the center of this elemental chaos, you start to see just random fire bursts happening out of nowhere. Wind is picking up and going in all directions. Chunks of rock are just flying through, with some with palm trees on it and various vegetation. Water seemingly swimming by you, and almost like it's alive, the head of which turns around, looks at you, and swims off in various directions. Chaos is indeed all around you, but you see 4 paths that these spouts are kind of going into that are several feet off. Which one would you like to choose?
I'm gonna call out to Clara and ask her to come up to the front with her little seatbelt.
I like hand over hand with my rope and like passing it like to Lewin and then Hermitha and just like,
I get you. What's up? What's up?
You got this.
Or ways,
My
which way are we
face is
going?
like-
Which way is your... Which way is your way?
Oh boy, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, it all looks the same here.
Is there anything, Kev, that I can tell?
Make me a survival check.
Those I am good at.
Can I help at all by like tour
I
guide
mean,
around?
you have a general sense of navigation, but you've never been to the plane of air before.
18.
Oh, bitch.
18.
She knows her shit.
So, because the plane of air in this sort of break where the veil is thinnest to get into the plane of air, it has a ton of elemental chaotic energy with it. The pathways sometimes can change in various directions. This is an entry point. Sometimes it's singular tunnel, and sometimes it's an entry point to a bunch of different areas, and it kind of can just change on a dime. As you look out to what pathways to go to, these swirling cyclones bending and changing all around you, sort of notice that various signatures of elemental essence is still imbibed in this raucous causeway. You kind of remember the plane of air being like one giant ball of blue 1 minute, and then a swirling mass of storm clouds the next, and then a serene like clashing of sunsets the next. It's very hard to pinpoint and navigate it. But as you look at these sort of 4 pathways, you see one that's very windy and bendy, and some of them are whipping around and like lashing out. And there's one that has sort of this arc that kind of goes down and bends down below you. It's very calm and doesn't seem to be chaotic in any way, doesn't seem to have anything to give you a sense that it would lead you into a desolate area. There's no like rhyme or reason to the instinct. You just kind of look at it and you're like, I think that one's going to be okay.
That one right there. Go that way. Go back right. Right now.
Yeah, she's gonna scoot down. She'll go wherever is pointed.
Okay. So you make your way forward, trying to navigate some of the debris around you. Some of it pelts onto the back of the hull, but you seem to be doing pretty okay. Some of those fiery explosions get pretty close to the skiff, but not close enough that it would, burn your face or get far enough for danger. Navigate around, careen around, and then you find this one sort of warp hole they're able to just land right into. Takes you in, and sort of all of the rumbling around you suddenly becomes silent. As the muffling of the chaotic storm all around you suddenly just feels like someone put earmuffs over you. You just start to become calm. As once you were taken into the eye of the storm, now it has a sense of you're in a cabin somewhere where the water is just pelting against the window and you can't help but feel the serene sense of calm. As the storm tunnel starts to take you down, and it feels like you're going into a nosedive, like you're hitting the precipice of a roller coaster, but somehow your insides don't act that way. The more you start to dip down, like you're just nosediving into nothingness, you feel as though you're standing upright. All the instincts that warn you like you're about to fall don't kick in. As the wormhole takes you deeper and deeper, all of the pelting bits of hail and ice start to almost feel like stars flashing beside you. And for 1 second, you feel almost like you're back home in the astral sea as stars whip past you in all directions. All of the dark clouds that were binding on you start to have this weird glimmer as the silver threading above the clouds start to pierce, and light starts to emit from them in silver hues as the light starts to become brighter and brighter as the opening into the plane of air kind of... You jettison past the skiff out of a plume of dark cloud, and suddenly the visage in front of you dissolves beneath your feet, and there is only Skye. As you are suspended in an endless expanse of cerulean blue and swirling cloud banks, stretching in every direction with no true up or down. The air is fresh, crisp, and impossibly clean, tinged with the scent of ozone and a little bit of sky blossom. Far above, or perhaps below, you spot massive floating islands, some the size of cities. Others no larger than a cartwheel, drifting lazily on unseen currents, and ribbons of wind dance through the space like living things. You're seeing bits of puffs of cloud all around you, but some of them are wisping by you like they're alive, like they're organic. Rippling through flocks of crystal-winged birds weaving between the towers of airborne cities. You kind of take allness around you, and it kind of feels like gravity is more of a suggestion than law. Off in the distance, very far distance, you can see stone bridges that hang sideways in open space. You look over you see waterfalls that pour upward into massive cloud cover. In the far distant, you can start to hear thunder rolling, not by storms. As you kind of look up, as that thunder feels a lot closer to you, you look above your head and you see what can only be described as the wings of sky whales and storm elementals coasting along the upper thermals. The horizon is painted in gradients of pink, gold, and violet, sunsets from a dozen coexisting realities, all blending at the edges of infinity. And it's there, everyone, that we're going to take our break.
I knew it!
God damn it. All I can hear is Storm from Epic playing in my head.
Yeah.
That is so pretty.
That's
It was
amazing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So calming.
Yeah,
So with that, we're going to take our... Oh, yeah. Especially when you did that dice at the beginning of this adventure. I was like, I just want to hear that all day. But yeah, thanks, everybody. We'll be back in a quick 5 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. And we are back. Thank you, everyone, for letting us take a quick little break to refill the drinks and get some snacks. But we're in the plane of air, y'all, so let's get back to it. So, as your dwarven airship, the small but long, modest skiff, glides out of the gray cloud cover that you entered into, and that serene visage comes to you where you see the floating islands, the bridges, the various clashing of clouds. You see a few areas you could jet off to. That sky whale kind of now getting a few feet over you, gliding past. Where would you like to go?
Do I recognize any of this?
Make me a history check.
Can I negotiate for survival?
So, this would be a bit different because you're not having to navigate through anywhere. You see a few options in front of you. This is just to try to remember where would be a good place to go, possibly.
14.
14. Okay. So, you see off in the distance that there are sky whales around. The one off in the far, far distance looks like it has some kind of community on its back. It's hard to make out from this distance, but you can swear you can see buildings on its back. Down below you are massive floating islands, some the size of cities. This could be the citadel of Wind and Steel. A lot of the architecture, as you look below, kind of mirror that of the Djinn.
Do you all see anything? Can't say much or I'll throw up.
We kind of two options right now. That looks like a city on the back of a sky whale way in the distance there. I don't know if you can see it. And then the cities kind of look familiar, but I think they're more Djinn than Aarakocra, but that doesn't mean that there's no Aarakocra there. But I'm not. Oof, it looks different than the last time I was here.
Let's so first off, what's a Djinn?
Oh,
And you said sky whale? You're throwing a lot at me, Clara, right now.
okay. So,
I just
See
need to
up
know if I
there?
need to be combat ready.
No, you're good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see up there, the big blobbies in the sky? That's a sky whale. They, where we live, they swim in the oceans. But here, kind of everything is an ocean of air, I guess.
All
They're
right.
super harmless, super slow, super lovely. They're kind of like,
Okay.
I don't know, giant. Well, they're giant whales. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. All right.
A djinn is an elemental creature. Sometimes when they materialize on the material plane, people trap them in lamps, and then you have to like rub the lamp, and they'll like come out. And some people say they grant wishes. Most of the time, they just kind of kill you because they don't like being trapped in a lamp.
Yeah.
Here, they're pretty. I don't know. They're kind of just like exist. They're not good.
Yeah.
They're not bad. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, maybe we all stay ready in case one starts to be aggressive. But typically, like unless you're aggressive, they won't be aggressive. You know,
Okay.
they could, maybe provide a source of information if we're here to scout. That might be a good place to start.
All right. This is your realm more than any of ours, so I trust
Nope,
you.
we're all in this
Oh, well.
together equally.
Okay.
No pressure on me at all. Hermitha's our leader. I think it should be up to her.
If I speak, I will eject my insides.
All right.
Quite beautiful, very calm, still very nervous, still an elf. You don't really fly like that.
Totally
it's okay.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do you. This is your home. What?
Okay, no pressure. Kevin, would I know what types of denizens would have resided on the scale, the Sky Whale cities? Can I just call them scales? I'm just gonna do it on the scale cities.
Sky whale scales. Make me a history check. You haven't been here in a very long time.
11.
11. So, from your early childhood, you can kind of recollect that some of the djinn in this region would affix settlements and cities onto the sky whales' backs. They're so large in size that it doesn't hurt them, doesn't really harm them. Just feels like barnacles to them at the end of the day. They just kind of coast on, feeding on various parasites in the wind that carries them. Some are luxury hotels. Some are resorts. Some are spas. Some are kingdoms that belong to certain royal djinn. Some are casinos with various games and places to stay. From this distance, you can't really discern which one is which. But
Yeah. I think that maybe going to the city is probably our best bet. They typically tend to be more professional in the cities than they do on the whales.
What?
It's okay. We're figuring it out. Don't worry. We're gonna go to the city. The city.
Okay.
Oh,
Kev, would I have anything in my bag, like in an herbalism kit that I could like make up for Hermitha to try to calm their stomach?
you can make a medicine check.
I sure will.
I think it's our first medicine check of the entire thing, man.
Yep, and it's
We've never
a
had-
10.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, you kind of just rub her back. Just trying to tell her some comforting words.
Just breathe. Keep your eyes like looking down at your feet. You'll be okay. To the city. Here we go.
Thank you, Clara. It's the thought that matters.
Exactly. Mind over matter.
Right.
Okay. So, as you begin to drift downward towards what you hope is the city and citadel of Wind and Steel, you kind of start to bank down, and Rala, make me a survival check.
How hard am I gonna slam these brakes? Do I get any kind of anything helpful with this? Oh, wait. Survival? Is that in my little list on the side here? It
Should
is. Look at that. Ooh, that's a 19.
It's a 19. So as you start to drift down, there doesn't seem to be any hazards. There's no storm cover. There's no lightning or anything. It's pretty much clear skies with just tufts of cloud kind of in and around you. The clouds are very thick. They kind of provide obscure cover, heavily obscured cover, but you don't see anything that would hold you back from being able to just kind of dive down as you kind of have everyone hold on to the skiff. As your skiff's starting to glide down, you're about to bank down, you do hear someone off in the distance. Oh, hello? Hello there? Oh, just 1 second. Are you okay? Are you alright? Just, what? You just hear it by the distance, and you kind of look around you, and you see somebody drifting towards the airship. They're wearing a long black coat with heavy leathers, seem to have sort of wraps around their hands. They have black slacks and a sort of dark gray sort of sweater with a bit of a red sort of handkerchief that comes off of their neck. Long flowing white hair with these lovely locks that kind of drift down past their shoulders and the small of their back. Looks like of a feminine build with this sort of grayish sky blue color tiller skin and these big wide black goggles, and that are all densely black, like you can't see inside of them. It's to protect their eyes from the bright sunshine that's kind of careening over the clouds with all these colorations going on and the silver lining that's reflecting. And they kind of are floating to you on a patch of cloud, seemingly. Hello there! Hello! Hello! And they kind of float sort of close-ish, like maybe like 30 feet, 20 feet in front of you. Are you alright there?
Hello.
Yeah, we're.
We're always gonna turn to Clara.
Hearing Louis start to speak, she's pushing Lewin in front of him.
Hello. We're just travelers. Who might you be? Do you know how close to the city we would be?
Oh, yes, of course. My name's Sapphire. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I noticed you came out of the clouds just over there.
We did, yeah.
Were you looking to get to the city of Wind and Steel?
Yes, that's exactly where we were heading, actually. Yeah.
Oh, well, I noticed that that's kind of a portal entry to the plane of air. I've seen people come and go through there, and I just, the travelers sometimes can get lost in these little regions, and you are aware that is a major gin city down there, right?
And you might have to fill in a bit of context, but is that not a good thing?
Well, it is and it isn't. They're not very kind to strangers.
All
I
right.
just wanted to make sure you did. Like, sometimes my people and I patrol these airways to make sure travelers it's kind of a no-fly zone at the moment.
Okay. We were unaware.
Yeah, well, not many people. Like, I'd say you're not from here, are you? You're not made of cloud or wisps of wind or anything like that.
No.
Of course. Well, there's not much I can do for you here, but I have a band of travelers as well, of people under my leadership. We're getting ready to do a bit of a convoy into the city of Jin. If you need passage, you can come with me, or can go over and maybe hash something out, and we can get you entry.
I look to the party and I'm like, what do we
I'm
think?
gonna turn to Clara, and is this where we're supposed to head? Because I don't really want to park this until we know where we're going.
Can I do an insight check?
Good idea.
Right.
Sure can.
$15.
15. You kind of look at them, Clara, and they're just kind of coming out of nowhere, trying to stop you, trying to halt you. And you can see them kind of looking like you can't see their eyes because they're shielded. But they're looking over at Rala talking. You can see them shift their head a little bit over past Rala's shoulder and then look back.
So, and I like push forward. I know. Hi, I'm Clara. I know we don't look like we're from here, but we've been sent. I'm from here, and we've been sent as delegates from the material plane. And as I understand, you're offering to escort us.
Oh yes, very much so. If you make your way down to the gym, they might just shoot you out of the sky. They might do something terrible to you. You would be much better off coming with me and my crew. And they seem very insistent.
Yeah.
I super appreciate that. But you know, we have been sent here on a diplomatic mission, and we don't know you either. And with all due respect, I think that the authority of our king must be respected, and I trust that the Jinn will respect that. From my time here, they are if a little unpredictable, but at least reasonable folk. I think we'll just carry on if you don't mind.
You don't
Can
want to
I-
help?
Rala's just gonna look over her shoulder and pay more attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
What's that, Lewin?
Can I look over kind of her jacket and things? Can I maybe see a weapon handle or any kind of arms on her, or is it just the kind of wrapped arms, literally?
Yeah, so Lewin, you can make an investigation check, and
We'll do that.
Rala, you can make a perception check if you want to look over your shoulder.
I was gonna say kind of the same.
Maybe even just as like a tactician fighter myself, can I like look over even just like her build to maybe see if like what kind of fighter she might be if she has this kind of thing going on?
Yeah, we can roll that all into the check.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Investigation.
My dice would be nice to me today.
Love it.
Mine is a 13.
Not bad, not horrible.
Not
bad.
too bad, not too bad.
So, as you look behind you, Rala, you don't seem to see anything. As you kind of look back and forth, there's just nothing there. Lewin, what was your roll?
It was a 13, but can you tell me if I fail? Because I'd like to use Tactical Mind on that if I do. Which basically just uses my second wind towards an ability check. Ooh, it's super cool.
So, in this instance, it's not so much a you failed, like it would be with like a dexterity saving throw when doing like kind of looking around the room. I just kind of tell you what it is that you saw with that roll.
Okay.
If you feel like it was a little low, you could just go and add to it.
Cool. I'll hold off and I'll look at Clara did the insight check, right? I'll look at Clara. How's Clara? Clara, do you can I kind of tell in your voice? Okay, I'll hold off and I'll trust Clara's judgment for now.
Okay.
And keep that 13, I suppose.
So, as you start to look around, you look over to this air genocity who's called himself Sapphire to you, and you're looking for any kind of weapon. You can just sort of see some type of blade and the coming out of the end of their belt hidden by their jacket. And they seem athletic.
Okay.
They don't seem to be out of shape, as far as you can tell.
All right. I'll stay passively ready and allow Claire to kind of lead the interaction.
Rala doesn't like
waving.
it, and she's going to be holding an action as well.
And I'm waving behind my back to Rala to like keep driving. You know, to say keep quiet, keep quiet.
Oh yeah, she
So-
would not
so
have
listen.
stopped for a minute.
Amazing. Listen,
I do appreciate the offer of help, but as you can see, one of my friends is not taking to the skies very well,
and I point to Hermitha.
and we'd really rather just bring her down as soon as possible, as close to ground as we can. This is no judgment on you. I'm sure your party's lovely. I just don't think we can spare the time, and I'm pretty confident that Jin will respect our authority, or at least hear us out.
Well, that is your choice to make. The Jinn do love collections and treasures from all corners of the elemental planes. I guess your bodies will have to do. Yep. Rala, you feel a sharp point go into your back and through your rib, and you see your material just rip and expand as something goes through you. And you are going to take...
What is that music, dude?
I don't like it.
You're going to take 14 force damage.
I thought you were going to say 40, and I got really scared.
What's your AC right now?
15.
You feel another stab in your back. That's 8 points of force damage. As something is stabbing you in the back. That is not there.
When you said it looks like there's just nothing there, I went like, oh, there's something. Fuck. Okay.
And I need all of you to roll initiative.
No, but one of us, because we're doing group initiative.
That's correct. So,
Don't let it be me. My dice rolls have been garbage. I think we need a Rala dice roll.
I'm afraid. I'm getting stabbed right now. This isn't good timing.
Yeah,
Someone like me
But it's
likes
an
to lead
18.
into. Oh!
Do I add anything to that?
it's just a
hush.
straight roll. We just do the
Oh, okay.
rollies. Okay. Just a
Don't
straight
mind me.
18.
It's better than it could have
yapping.
been, so.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. That is an 11.
Oh, thank fucking
You
hell.
are all going first.
What do we even
As
see?
we
Yeah.
switch over to the Roll20 screen,
Oh, good shit.
as the air genasi in front of you, the cloud that they're on, as they say that last word, starts to change and take form. that looks like a winged creature of some time. The clouds around you start to form shapes and start to coalesce around this individual as air elementals begin to form. And I will bring you to the Roll20 screen right now.
Is there straight up somebody in my ass?
Ooh.
Is there someone behind me?
You look beside you, go, you see Rala just sort of exile in pain as anyone around them sees their clothing just rip, and then an exit wound in their back, but nothing is there.
What?
It's through the front of my ribs?
From right behind you. Like
Right
someone
behind
stabbed
me.
you in the back and the blade went into your ribs to the front.
Can I
And it
cast?
took out and went again.
Can I cast Fairy Fire right behind Rala?
Yes, you
Hoping
can.
that whatever is there, I can make it visible.
Yes, you can.
That would be amazing.
So it's a 20-foot cube. Literally, I want to place the line like right at where we're standing and just get anything for 20 feet behind us.
Okay.
And it's a deck save.
Nine.
So it fails. So it can't benefit from the invisible condition.
Yes.
I was holding my action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For what?
For Flurry of Blows. Can I don't really want to turn around. Is it close enough that I can headbutt him?
Yeah, he's literally right behind. It's literally right behind you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to Flurry. I'm going to Flurry of Blows him. That's 18.
18.
Rose
That
punching a manifestation of air. That's great.
will hit.
Good.
Let's go.
I'll roll the damage first. That's the 6 points of damage, and 17 plus 7. I don't do math, but I think it might have worked.
Oh yeah, that hit too.
And that's 8 points of damage, so math.
Oof.
14, I think.
What was the first number?
It was 6 and 8.
8. 14. Yep, 14.
Can I apply Draconic Strike to a headbutt?
Sure, yeah, if you want.
Oh, beautiful.
You are a monk. Yes. Your body is a weapon.
Where is it? Oh no, I lost it. What are the kinds of damage it can do again? Draconic Strike.
It's elemental, so it's like acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, poison. I think that's it.
Can I do poison?
Yeah, if you want.
Would that work? I'm like, he's a cloud. Like, I'm trying to figure out what would even affect him like that.
Well, if we're going by Pokemon terms,
We're always going by Pokemon terms.
every day in life, go by Pokemon terms.
Yeah, so I'll apply poison to that. So it's
All right, so 14 poison damage.
yeah.
do your thing.
Do it. That was one of my attacks. If somebody else wants to go, well, I think of another one.
Yeah, so
Perceive.
Clara did Fairy Fire. Rala goes behind. Flurry blows. Anyone else?
I have a question for my bonus action.
Yes.
You and I have been working on this subclass. We technically have not flushed out all of the details for level 10. So I'm guessing I can't do anything that we haven't flushed out.
You can just test run it right now. Go for it.
Fuck yes! Okay!
Do it. Do it.
Bonus action. Truffy is going to bamf out right next to me. And he's going to start growing in size. And as he starts growing and changing, these spore tendrils start erupting out from him, and it starts climbing up Clara. And as it melds with Clara, and Truffy literally like grows onto my back. These spore tendrils reach up from me, and there's basically like spore Doc Ock arms surrounding Clara.
Oh my gosh.
Ruffy Voltron moment. This is amazing.
Like symbiote. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's new.
Yep.
I don't know. Me and Truffy had a chat last night, and like, I trained him and we practiced, and we realized this might be really good for us.
And like the tendrils start like growing up Clara's neck. But that's my action and bonus action, and I'll stay where I am.
Oh my gosh, that's so sick. I'm going to grapple this air.
Grapple the air.
Can I? Yes, I would like to, if I can, I'm going to try and grab the one behind Rala with my chain mace.
Okay.
So let me pull that up. I believe it's just a attack to hit, and then they have to do a dex save.
Yeah, so you'll attack to hit, and if it hits, they'll make a dex save.
Let's do this thing. Nat 20.
Oh, let's fucking go!
I'm gonna grab this guy.
All right.
I'm
Today's
pretty
word
sure
of
I'm
the
gonna grab this
day.
guy.
Yeah, it's a belief. I love it.
So, as you reach over with the mace, this sparking reaction, like metal skidding on other metal, sends a bunch of flaying fireworks and spikes as you careen it against what you can make out must be the head of this invisible stalker. If you can roll me the damage, please.
Yes. All right then, let's do this. Where is my D8? Come here. Shadow Elementary Gaming. For real. Ooh, okay. That is a 7 plus 5. Oh wait, so that's 12 damage, but it also does 2d8 lightning damage?
Yep.
Holy, okay, wait, this is fun. Okay. Okay, so that's 12
You
damage.
finally got the magic weapon that you needed.
I know! Okay, wait. That's 12 plus... What is that? 5? 7? 17. 22 damage? Does that sound about right? 22 damage.
So that's without doubling it?
Yeah. Oh, it's in that 20.
Yep.
44.
So 44 points of damage right off the bat.
Okay. So if I do that with the nat 20, could I, instead of doing straight damage and stopping there, is there a way where I can grab him and attempt to throw him off the side? Well, it's a plane of air. Never mind. I'm just gonna hit it. He's gonna float right back. Never mind. Lewin's like, yeah.
So I'll give you a fun description here. So
Okay.
as you throw over your chained mace, the ball somehow makes impact with this wispy thing of air as the fairy fire just lights up the deck of the ship with pink flame, revealing the invisible form right in front of you. Rala headbutt hits it with the elbow, just like moves in jagged directions. You take your mace, point at it, makes impact, skids off. But as it skids off, the chain is moving through the body of the elemental. As this happens, it seems to be reacting to its presence. Now, out of game. Normally, wind elementals, invisible stalkers, are literally immune to being restrained or grappled.
Okay.
But you got a cool gift from a dwarven artificer who knew you were going to the plane of air.
Okay.
So as the ball goes through the invisible stalker, you see the chain light up with golden light as it trails down to the handle, and you feel a pulse on your thumb. You get 3 charges. Once, and it refills every long rest.
Okay.
You grapple something that cannot be grappled.
Okay.
Oh my god, thank you, Benevolent DM. Oh my god.
Thank you, Benevolent Liam.
So you've used your action to hit. It's a bonus action to click it.
Holy. Okay, so it's bonus action to like lock in to grapple something that can't be grappled.
Yeah. It's to sort of fire off the energy needed. Think Proton Pack Ghostbusters going on.
Holy smacks. Okay, we'll do.
Okay.
Well, spiritual weapon. Not really moving far. You know, I'm just holding my guts in, but I pull my bow up. I'm aiming as well as I can. As we all know, spiritual weapon. I think you get a bonus action to do the attack again, but I'm just going to spawn it by the creature. I guess right here.
Yeah.
And then that means I get to try to hit. I'm casting it. Excuse me, my computer's freaking out. I'm casting it at 5th level.
Oh!
So I'm just going to let this roll it for me the first time. What did I get? 16 to hit?
On the Stalker. That does hit.
Oh, thank God.
Very nice.
Gonna let you roll that too. Awesome. 16 points of, I think it's, girl, which damage is this? Force damage, yeah.
Ooh!
Nice.
I love being high level. This is great.
Yes. Since I didn't move, I could use my bonus action, I believe, unless I am misinterpreting that. DM. Am I allowed to do so?
You can use your bonus action even if you move or... This isn't Pathfinder.
Right.
Pathfinder is an
Right.
action to move.
I know.
There you go.
I'm so, I'm stuck in there. I'm
It's
stuck
all
in
good.
there.
I was like, did I hear that right? No, it's all
Right,
good.
so scared to move. All right, so with that as a bonus action, I can move it. And actually, I don't think we have room behind us. No. Do we?
But the spiritual
trophy.
weapon does float.
Yes, it
does.
does.
Yeah.
It
So
does.
it doesn't.
It doesn't what?
I was gonna say it just doesn't need like the space right behind us. It could be above technically and still be hitting.
Yeah. I'll move it.
If that's what you're worried about.
Shoot, I'll move it behind me, and then it's gonna attack it again. So let's do it. On a hit, the target takes force damage. Okay, good. I was making sure I didn't miss anything. Let's go ahead and roll that damage. I mean, to hit first and then damage. All right. That was so close to a 20, but it's an 11.
Oh, that one will miss, unfortunately.
So close.
I blame the nausea.
There's
That's
your
my turn.
There's your bow right there.
Thank you.
With my other action, or with my other attack, I'm going to use my blood spear. I don't actually think I've used it yet.
Oh, snap. Okay. So first off, with the grapple though, because we have to do the check. So Lewin, what's your DC for grappling? It should say on your sheet somewhere.
My DC for grappling.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your dex. So
Okay.
17?
12 plus
16?
dex, 14, I guess.
Okay. So it's gonna see if it can roll. See if it gets grappled first.
It's 14. It's a dex. It's plus dex, not strength.
For grapple, usually it's strength.
Sorry, you're right. Yeah.
If it's strength, then it's 15.
15. Okay.
Which is not much better, but that's still a thing.
That's cocked. That's a natural 20, y'all. That is a natural 20.
Jesus.
So you throw the mace, it hits the side of the head of the invisible stalker. That golden light goes down the chain into your hand. You cling it on, and you see the chain kind of start to wrap around the invisible stalker, but it just escapes it just ever so slightly before it goes back into your handle. And then Hermitha, golden bow, just erupts out of the cloud. Radiant arrows going to and fro with the metallic contraption that the dwarves gave you with the radiant lightning that's striking out. And then for Rala, get up the blood sphere and try to stick at the
It
stalker.
was a 17 plus 9, so 26.
Oh yeah,
to
that
hit.
hits.
Very nice.
And then it is. I took out my calculator. It's 12 damage.
12 damage. Still good. And then I think the ability is if you kill it,
What does-
you get HP.
It says hit/DC. What does that mean again? Am I supposed to add that to anything as well?
For your hit to hit, you should add that to your D20 roll when you're going to strike. But DC is just like if you have to make a save against, or if they have to make a save against your stunning strike. That's your DC.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's all good. Okay, so then I think that is everyone except for Taylor.
That's what I was just gonna say. Taylor, I'm pretty sure Tank would probably do this, seeing the large threat, and I hope he's not mad at me. I think it's gonna 4th level fireball over in the distance.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Hell yeah, he would.
Okay.
So I'll broadcast it on the roll 20 just so you can see, because I know that the map scale and the squares don't necessarily align. But I think if I do it like here, it would technically get these, it would be like this. So it would be these 4, but I can't get it big enough to get the other 2. So that's what we would go for.
Okay. So they all gotta make dex saves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll say that work. Fire. Okay. So with our that is 14,
Fails.
15,
Fails.
last guy here. Do-do-do-do. Why can't I see the things that I wrote down? So that's going to be 18, sorry.
That succeeds. There's 4 creatures in there, it looks like. That's only 3 rolls.
Oh, did you also get the rider? Sapphire?
Yeah.
They all escaped?
2 failed, 1 succeeded.
Okay.
And then Sapphire got a million tabs open. Ooh, that's a 8.
Yeah, fails. So 31 points of fire damage.
No!
Eviscerate them.
Murder them good. Okay, so air elemental. So that's 30.
31.
31. Oof. Okay. Tank would be like, I'm so proud. Calculating. Big math moves.
Lots of math.
And then that guy. Okay. So the rest of you trying to take out the invisible stalker with strikes, with glowing maces that are trying to grapple around it. Claire with fairy fire. Hermitha lighting up the skies with the radiant bow, causing her own little thunderous sounds with each boom as the arrow strikes true. Taylor kind of getting up, and you see him kind of floating up off the ground a little bit as he lifts a massive fireball over his head, throws it down. Huge light of fire takes on the air elementals, Sapphire, and this winged creature that has floated out from underneath them. Their forms all just mash in together, wisps of their body float down beneath you, but they're all still staggering and floating up. The whole deck in front of you and the blue and white clouds just all become a fiery orange and yellow for a split second as this all takes hold, as you all got to shield your eyes for a second, as a blazing sun just appears in front of you for seconds and then dissipates. Now, it's my turn. So,
No, please.
as the stalker taking lots of hits, getting thinner and thinner as this sort of blurring, wispy visage is still behind you, it is still going to attack Rala.
Damn it. That's exactly what she's gonna do, too.
That's 16.
Yeah, that just...
15.
Yeah, that just gets it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Natural 19. So,
Fucking... Yeah.
All right, maybe not.
14 points of force damage. $15 points of force damage.
Dang.
$13 points of force damage.
What the fuck?
He's smiling. He's evil.
Okay, well, she looks like hot shit. Spitting blood, multiple holes. Yeah.
I need you to make me a strength check to see if you hold on to the wheel of the ship you're on.
Of course we have to crash, too. It's not enough. That's 18.
You still hold on to the wheel as the invisible stalker, you see the visage of it now and just has this air blade, that sort of pointed scimitar that it's just making out of its own form. It has a job to do and it's trying to follow through as it gets rocked around. Still stabbing Rala in the front now as you it's trying to hold on, but you're holding on to the wheel and keeping it firmly aloft as you feel the boat kind of dip down and you hold it back up as the gyroscope is asphyxiated to how you're holding it. So that was the stalker.
Thanks.
This is the same stalker behind?
Behind Rala, yeah.
Holy smacks.
It's
okay.
very low on it's on its way out, but it was able to hang on and get those attacks in.
Okay.
So now
That's something
There's still
personal.
all of their
What
other
did
But the
things.
other 4 of them go. Jeez,
There's
Louise.
6 creatures away. Okay.
you're high level now, guys.
Fine.
High
I know,
level.
right,
Beth.
right.
I know.
And we have Taylor. I forget that we have the Dark Wizard on our team. So
Yeah.
we're good. We'll get him. The Dark Wizard. That's his name,
Sound
dude.
like
The Dark
like a
Wizard.
cartoon character.
I'm only going to refer to him as the Dark Wizard, dude. That's his Super Smash Bros. Intro. The Dark Wizard enters.
They can travel that far, Kevin?
90 feet of flight.
They're wind beasts. They can go. Whew. Oh my gosh.
I guess,
that's
yeah.
But I forgot I can attack twice with second wind, thrice. So
They
Let
go
me lock
wind
in.
and anime on their side.
and
Well, girl, I'm pretty sure I have a health potion stuffed in my ass. I'm pretty sure I still have that.
and you're
Okay.
I got you.
I have a potion of health still. I was supposed to hand it off to Lewin like
no, you
a very long time ago.
fate wills it, brother. Take that potion, dude.
Okay, how long could
Jeez. It's a lot of thinking. I don't like this. That's a lot of people.
Evil people. Dude, I thought they were like cannibals for a second. Like cannibal air ganassi, because she was like, your bodies will do. But then I guess the dragon eats, I don't know, air dragon beast thing. They still very well could be cannibals.
I'm so close. Like 5 seconds before he started doing shit, I was like, what if I just hit the gas and I
Man.
go through him? What happens?
Oh, shoot, dude. Could you still? Well? Oh, dang it. Oh, man, we're too late. Rats.
Rats!
Oh man, you
That's why I was looking over my shoulder. I was like, girl, am I gonna just gas this? Are we gonna
be unhinged faster, Rala.
Okay, so 2 of the air elementals, they are going to make 2 Thunder Slam attacks.
Oh, Thunder Slam.
So 2 attacks against you, Lewin, and 2 attacks against Taylor.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
Stop it. Just stop it. I don't like it.
Kind.
22 on the first hit. And 24 on the second hit.
Holy smacks. Okay. The first one was a 22.
Yeah, the first one, 22, and this one 24.
They both hit.
That's 13 thunder damage on the first hit.
So be it.
14 thunder damage on the second hit.
All right.
Then over to Taylor.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
14 for Taylor.
Miss.
Very nice.
24 for the second one.
Oh yeah, and even casting shield isn't gonna do anything. Absorb elements. Because you said it's thunder, right?
Yes, that's the damage. Is absorb elements reaction? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll just cast it at 2nd level.
So it's 18 thunder damage. And half is 9. Then the other 2, as these air elementals go towards you, Sapphire just makes a sound, and the air elementals just wisp over to you in incredible speed. The 2 of them raise up over Lewin and Taylor with these 2 massive arms and fists that just kind of emanate out of their windy bodies. Lightning, thunder whisks out of their hands. One misses Taylor as they step back. The other one hits him in the side of the head, but Taylor puts up this sort of barrier between them, and the wind's fist just dissipates over their body. The other 2 sneak up behind and just turn their bodies into massive wind tunnels as they are trying to push Taylor and Lewin off the ship. I need both of you to make me strength saving throws.
Strength saving throws.
I'm sorry, Tank.
18 for me.
Success.
18 for Taylor.
Success as well. So as the wind tunnels, these ghostly apparitions with these sort of hollowed holes for eyes and what can be some sort of mouth just sort of elongates out, and this wind just tries to push you over, and little streaks of lightning ever so often just like the elemental chaos breathing upon you is able to get out of the way and hold on to the side of the railing as you feel yourself being pushed back but able to hold on. It is quite the barrage. Then we have the elemental Drake.
Drake.
Not that Drake.
Oh.
I know how to fight this one. You're not like us. They're not.
If we just say that to the Drake, will he back down and leave us alone?
I was hoping that someone would make a Drake reference.
The lightning Drake will see you afterwards. All right.
Anybody have vicious mockery?
My reaction. I sue. So let's see here. It's gonna use this recharge ability. 30-foot line, 5 feet wide. Ooh, actually, it can't get that far.
Oh, shoot.
Air Drake is gonna stay put for the moment. Okay, it is going the air genasi, known as Sapphire, reaches out into that bladed weapon on their back of their belt. It kind of looks like similar to sort of Loki's scepter, except it's got like a short handle, has this cerulean dark blue shining metal accompanying the handle, and it kind of couples up into the blade. That's sort of this long curved blade with the sort of sky blue and dark blue crystal in the middle of the main part of the blade, and it takes it out, and you see them whirling it around as the very clouds themselves seem to be sucked into the jewel on the blade, powering it up, and this light blue energy starts to glow in the handle, and it's gonna make 3 attacks. Sorry, my mistake. 1 attack. This is going to be, let's see here. Hermetha. Damn it. That is an 11.
You know, in another universe, but not this one.
God damn. Okay. So it's going to just stay there for the moment. And it goes back to you.
I turn on it, on that genasi, and aim my bow, my arrow, my actual physical bow and arrow, and I shoot. Just give me a second. Just give me a second as I remember how to do this. Totally have a range. It's just not equipped. It's equipped in spirit, just not in mind. There we go. There we go. All right. To hit. Well, damn it. 12.
That is a miss, unfortunately, as the lightning radiant arrow just flies through the air, just hits wide as the drake moves it side to side.
This is considered a light bow, right? Like a. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right, I'll use my bonus. Keep smacking this one here. I wish I. There we go. I am pinging.
The stalker. Okay.
Yes, I feel like that's the best I got. I'm trying to go from offensive to. When y'all start looking bad, I'll move to defensive. But you guys need to just tighten up. Hold it.
Tighten up.
I'm on singular digits of health.
Oh God.
I got you.
It's just spitting blood.
Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Very nice.
Love
I can help
that.
with healing a little bit, Clara. Just a wee bit.
I'm gonna
12
chug
points
that
of-
potion.
Oh, that's
Force damage.
How much damage, sorry?
12 points of force damage to that one.
12 points. Okay. And this is with what again, sorry?
My spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. So one bow, one arrow goes over the air genasi and misses. The other one goes down into the visible stalker. It just sinks in like it's hitting a physical form, and the electricity from the radiant and the force just causes body to shift in all directions. That's where its arms are and its head are, and where you can sort of make out to be wispy legs kind of shift in all directions, and then it suddenly forms solidly once more. But still there.
Need a better gust spell.
Clara will use her bonus action to cast Healing Word on Rala at. Oh,
Take the potion.
maybe you hit, so like 4th level.
Thank you.
So that will be. I'm gonna cast it on D&D Beyond, so I don't have to do the rolling.
Oh, I was thinking our other spell. My bad.
Not great. Lots of twos and ones. That'll be 23 points back to you.
That is amazing. That's all I needed.
And then I'm going to use my action to sort of engage these tendrils or roots that have been created on my back. And one by one, I want to strike out at the creature in front of us. But if it dissipates, because I have 4 of these, is I think what we talked about, then I'll turn my attention to another one.
Okay.
So the first attack, 25.
That hits.
Okay, and that'll be 8 damage. Necrotic damage.
Still there.
18.
That hits.
Another 9 necrotic.
As the massive roots, Truffy transformed onto your back, the symbiotic relationship you have with this little mini cordyceps mascot just comes from your back as your eyes kind of roll back into your head, signifying this symbiosis has taken place, and the roots just go opposite you as you're looking forward, like controlling it. One stabs into the side of the stalker, and then a massive smack off the side just turns the wind into puff of air, and it is out of there.
And then I'm gonna get up.
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I'm gonna get up next to Taylor. And is one more fucked up than the other of the 2 that are on either side of Taylor?
The wind elementals?
Yeah.
They haven't been touched. Oh no, they have the fireball.
They did the fireball.
Sorry. Right.
And yeah.
So those 2.
You're also muted now. Our mute situation is opposite.
Sorry. They're not quite bloodied, but getting there a little bit.
Okay, I'll do the one that's closer to Hermitha, and use my last 2 attacks on it.
Okay.
21 and
I see we're all
24 to hit.
21, 24. They both hit.
And that will be 19 altogether necrotic damage from the spore roots lashing out at
I
it.
have a crazy idea. Okay.
Yes, use your crazy idea.
19 necrotic.
And then Claire's gonna look at Taylor as she's doing this.
I'm not doing this for you. Just remember that.
Swanky.
Okay. Taylor just kind of enveloped in what's going on, can't even hear you as like lightning sounds are kind of bursting out the fact you're like, I'm not doing this for you. He's just like his back's towards you, not even registering what you're saying. But yes, anyone else?
Okay. Well, no, you go ahead, Raw. I'm still figuring mine out, so.
I'm gonna make my way over here, right, like kind of behind Taylor. I'm gonna even kind of scoot him out of the way a little bit so that I don't get him in it. But I'm going to do Breath of the Dragon.
All right, so fire.
Yes, in fire.
Wait, where are you throwing it, Rala? Just don't burn the
I don't see what that is. What is that?
Is it a 20? It's a 20. Tell me it's a 20.
Oh!
It's a 20. Oh, it's a 20. Hey, let's go.
Get in the light! Oh my god. Okay, I'm doing a line 30 feet straight so that I can just boop snoot these people. These kind people.
Very nice.
It just fits. Like, it just fits.
You boop snoot them, yeah.
I'm boop snooting. And if I can also hit the 2 in front of me while I do that, if it just happens that they're in the way, then we sheem.
So, I think your breath weapon, it's not, you don't roll to attack. I make dex saves.
Oh, I don't.
With the breath weapon. Yeah, because it works the same thing as like fireball.
True. That's true.
Just do it, and then they have to dodge it. Yeah.
But you did a nat 20, that's sick nonetheless, I will say. That is super cool. So yeah, it's a 30-foot cone, and you pick the damage type.
Yeah, fire.
Space fire, and then I make a dexterity saving throw to your DC, which it should stay on your seat.
Yeah, so 14.
14, okay. So 2 air elementals. 10.
Good.
and 24. So one fails, but the other one will take half damage.
Cool. And then the other two in the back as well. It hits the. Boops
Are you
node.
looking okay now, Rala? Or are you still like?
I'm halfway there.
Okay. Okay.
She's just looking pissed. Okay, so it also boop snoots the rider and the
Okay.
Pissed is better than
Bunny
dying.
guy. Drake.
Kill Drake. Kill Drake.
So this, so sorry, the measuring tool isn't very accurate to the map. Kill
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah, just because the way I situated it, it's a thing. So you got to go by the squares.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
is, so then you use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 30 would be like around here.
Damn.
Oh, rats. Okay.
Because its
Okay.
its recharge weapon was 30 feet, and I couldn't make it from there.
Okay.
So, each box is 10 or 5? 5.
5.
Okay.
Okay.
So for your breath weapon, yeah, so you could hit it
Yeah,
to
okay.
these two, and that's good. I was trying to think if you hit it from, well, I guess your friends would be in crossfire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the damage?
Oh, I should roll that shit.
I really want to know whose little arrow is like going on the screen measuring
It's me.
shit.
It's me. I'm sorry. So each square is
That's
3.5, and it's 3.5 per square on here, which I'm doing the math for like 3.5 to.
You're trying to like scale it. I know I watched it, and I was like, oh, somebody's trying to
numbers.
scale this. I love this. I
All
love
the
it.
numbers whizzing past your head, like in that one meme. What was damage?
11 points.
11. Okay.
So I have a crazy idea, and it means I need to run places.
Oh, shit. Okay. So that. And then that. Okay. So yeah, as you're all trying to get rid of these air elementals, Raleigh, you kind of rush forward. Flamethrower comes out the mouth as their wispy forms almost catch fire for a minute. You see flames kind of flowing into their air bodies for a second, and then it quickly gets doused out. But their forms are growing a bit smaller each time. Anyone else?
Okay. I'm trying to get to. I think I'm just gonna have to do some bonking instead. That's fine. I'm gonna go for
If you want to try to get out here, I can tell you the distance.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to the tip of that.
Yeah.
Of like I want to climb up onto the fin of the front there.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, roughly 35 to get here. And then
it's 45.
5, 10, 15, roughly 15 feet to get to the edge there.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to use Tactical Shift, which activates whenever I do a second wind with a bonus action. I can move up to half my speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Nice.
So I
Okay.
can run past these guys for whatever 15 feet on the board is. So I'd like to do that.
I'll put you like right behind it, like over here.
Okay, I'll do that. So that's my bonus action
Okay.
with second wind. Bada bing, bada boom, I'll run there. And then I'll use. Am I out of his range for
Yeah, so
attacks?
you're 5 feet away from him.
Cool. Okay. I will then use the. Can I still use the rest of my movement? Which would be
Yes, you can.
15. It would be just.
The thing is, though, I will tell you, you've noticed that their limbs like elongate as they hit. So
Okay.
they can attack for 10 feet, so you're technically still in its attack range.
Okay. Since I'm here, I might as well fight him. I don't want to leave. I
But
don't want to get too far away from everyone.
What you could do, I'll just give this to you. You could have moved with your movement, moved right in front of it, then bamps with your bonus action ability, which would have taken you 5 feet or 10 feet away from him instead of 5.
That's okay. I'll fight. I'll fight on these guys. I'll leave
Okay.
the rider for later.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take out my chain mace and I'm gonna go for the guy right behind me.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
That is 8. Yeah, 18. 18.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And then that's my D8. Where is she? There she is. Oh my gosh, it's an 8.
8 points of damage.
So that's 14 damage.
Oh, 14, okay.
And then is lightning damage every time I attack, or is it with charges?
It's every time you attack. The charges are for if you want to grapple. So you got 2 charges of the grapple left.
Okay. And I'll roll my lightning damage. So that's 14 plus. Holy smacks, they're dead. 24. 24 damage.
24 damage, okay.
I think it should do good against him. Should be dead. Hurted at the very least.
Hurted. Hurted a little bit.
And if he's not, I will finish them off.
So you go and you see the air elemental as you throw the ball of spikes into it. Electrical energy surging through it. Makes impact, still has that sort of skidding metal sparks combustion as you hit the frame of the air elemental. The lightning, though, seems to get kind of swirled into the rest of its body, so it's not doing as much damage as you would hope is hitting.
Okay. So he's still alive and up and running?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm actually going to punch this sucker. So I'm going to chain him, try to do what I can, and I'm going to kind of just use my momentum into a punch at wherever I can look at what looks like the head.
Did you want to use your bonus action to try to grapple it so it's restrained?
I use my bonus action to get that's
right. Yeah. Okay.
So that's fine.
So second hit?
I'll still just do the second hit, which is a just straight up I guess gotta roll to hit. That is a high number. So that's 15 raw plus 7. So
that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what it is for unarmed hits with Tavern Brawler. I know. Okay, here I found it. 1d4 plus 3. So that's a 3 plus 3, 6. So that's just 6. Wait. Yeah, no, it's just 6 damage. That's okay.
Just 6, I'll
punch him and then I'll grapple.
A lot of sticks. 6. So this is the thing with your Tavern Brawler feat. This won't work.
Okay.
Because they're literally immune to being grappled and restrained.
So that's why I was
only the mace restrain then grapple them.
Here I am going with the air-headed attacks. That's okay.
That's so good, Dave.
Air-headed attacks. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And Rala, you did have another attack.
I was gonna say I keep forgetting that I have like I have like a bonus action. I have other things.
Yeah, so you did an action do the breath weapon. You can do a bonus action do your flurry of blows if you want.
I'm gonna unarmed strike for my second attack first.
Okay.
And that's a 5 plus 7. That's like a 12.
That misses.
So then I'm gonna do flurry of blows for my backup. That's 17 plus 7.
That hits.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna remember that I'm wearing fists now. I forgot about that.
You've got the gauntlets.
I have some monkey boys, so that's 1d8. So that's 7 damage for the first flurry of blows hit.
7 damage, okay.
It's a 19 plus 7 is 26 to hit the second.
That hits.
I'm really happy with these dice. Okay, and that's 8. Actually, I should be shouting these out. This is from Misty Mountain Dice.
Hey!
I was gifted these by James Kidd. He's a guy that works with them, and he's very cool.
Shout out Misty Mountain. Thank you for all the unarmed strikes on the air, boys.
They're being very kind to me today. Okay.
So this air elemental that you sort of do the breath weapon on, they're kind of, their bodies are starting to become a bit chaotic, harder to form. And you can almost see that there's like this dark apparition underneath the cloud, almost like there's just infinite smoke wisping off of these darker humanoid bodies underneath that's starting to be revealed the more that you take away from them. Beady little white eyes kind of coming through the clouds. Their hands kind of trying to reach out you, becoming kind of clawed and sharp. There's like 3 sort of digits on each hand. As you kind of blow the breath weapon out with blood pouring down the side of you from the invisible stalker strikes, you kind of just put your hands together and it lights up the gauntlets. You just doing uppercuts and haymakers trying to get them back, push them back against your party. One of them is looking very like thinly wisped, like it looks like it could be done at any moment.
So then it's +4 and +3 per hit for lightning damage from.
So that's 7. Okay. Yeah. Barely hanging on, but still there. Okay.
Taylor's gonna strike out at that one.
Okay.
So
I
he's
gotta
gonna
hit one of
cast.
these with my blood spear so I can fucking heal.
Yeah. He's gonna strike the hurt one with booming blade.
Okay.
So that will be. And to be clear, he's using his short sword. 24.
That hits.
So it will take 4 points of slashing damage and 5 points of the same kind of damage that was dealt to him with the absorb elements. I think it was thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
1 air elemental gone.
And then he's. Ah, shit, I should have done that before. Okay, as his bonus action, he's gonna look to. I don't think it really matters. I mean, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking out the short sword affixed to their belt, this vibrating energy surging through it. 2 wild slashes, and the air elemental just dissipates off the ship with 3 remaining. I believe that is all of you. Comes back to Sapphire and their Skye pirate gang here. So, first off,
Sorry. Can I do something?
Yeah.
Bonus action, he's gonna cast Runic Ritual on himself. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
2 slashings of the booming blade, then takes their hand affixed with light blue and dark green magic and puts down some sort of Asgardian rune on the front of their chest, holding the line. Okay. At that moment, the floating drake of clouds and surging lightning begins to create a wave of energy out of their beak, with these 2 faint light blue eyes surging through the cloud form as the air genasi just kind of raises a hand as you see the energy glowing brighter and brighter, and with the other sort of short sword scepter kind of tool rages it forward, and a blast of energy comes out from this thing at y'all. So this will potentially hit Taylor, Rala, and Clara, just missing Hermitha at the end there. So I need all of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
Gonna roll for Taylor first.
Yeah, that's a 10.
That's a fail.
That's a 19.
Success.
I got nice decks. Thank God.
Claire's like a 5.
Ooh.
Is there any way I can like help?
Success.
Damn it.
That is 29 points of lightning damage. And for Rala, it's 14.
I was like, thank God. That would have,
Blast of lightning echoes through the air, creating this bright blue light as it surges over towards the ship. Which, however, Rala, you are not piloting the ship anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting a little bit stabbied, so I'm no longer there.
All good. So that happens there. And then these air elementals here. Let's see. This one over here is going to float over so it's in between y'all. Gotta see if I get it back. I do. Let's try Hermetha again as the air elemental snakes through. Hands kind of go together and try to make a wind tunnel to knock you off. Make me a strength saving throw. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, it's like you know. Like you know. It's like, you know. A 12.
Fail.
Son of a...
So, let me look this up here. You are pushed 20 feet away plus.
And so is this the elemental that's doing this to her?
The air elemental.
Absorb elements.
Whirlwind
possible.
ability. Oh yeah, that's possible.
The ring activates. It shines a light as the wind hits me in my feeble chest. How do I do this spell? Oh, it's a reaction. Nice. Oh, well, actually, I don't know if I can do it. Is that
Really?
considered an element? Yeah.
You take thunder damage.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Yeah, I can at least absorb that.
So you were going to take 14 thunder damage, but you take 7.
Yes.
But the rest of you see as you're dealing with the air elementals in front of you, one snakes over to the side, a gust of air blows towards Hermetha, and you see them. You are also prone as you fly through the air 20 feet.
Guys, why didn't we put our jetpacks on?
Did you not?
Did we wait?
I thought
No
you all
one
tied
declared
on.
it.
I thought
No, we
everyone
didn't
had their jetpacks on and were attached to the fucking boat.
I described, to be fair,
But I said seatbelts. Y'all didn't listen.
I described
put
the
on my
jetpacks affixed to the ship through a rope that's on a metal
You did.
coupling.
Yeah,
You did.
Yeah.
Were they not
Respectfully?
attached to that?
Yeah,
They are
respectfully, I
attached to
thought
that.
we were handed. I thought we were handed these jetpacks.
I thought y'all were just tied in.
It's cool.
So be it. So be it. Who? You're in the air.
Can I use
Okay.
my wings as a like? I don't
I
think
didn't.
so.
I'm not sure if you're done with everything. So I
Yeah.
figured that was your first elemental.
So that was the first elemental that did that.
If I don't
They'd see
die, I'll come wing at
Hermetha
you.
start to fly back.
Oh no.
the rest of these guys, they are going to... One's going to go over here. Let's see if I get its recharge ability. I do. This one's going to go over to Taylor. Make a strength saving throw.
Do we know what spells Taylor has? You do, Clara. Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm all over it.
Okay. You're all over Hermitha? You got Hermitha?
That I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm not even going to tell you the result of that.
Okay.
It was a 3.
Oh!
But yes, honestly, as Taylor, I can go get her.
Sure.
Oh,
Taylor
not
takes-
the story. Not the story. I hate this.
Oh, no. But of course that has to be Taylor, huh?
Right.
Taylor will take 18 points of thunder damage and is also thrown 20 feet.
In the same
points.
direction?
And this is count as an attack, right?
This is a recharge ability.
But just like mechanically, Tank has a thing that says each time a creature hits you with an attack. So I need to know if it's an attack.
Yeah, I would say it's an attack. It does damage, so...
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for a rune to see if it takes the damage. I rolled a 3, so it does take the damage. So I don't take the 18, but I do get pushed, or Taylor gets pushed.
Rats.
Oh, you don't take the 18? Dang,
It says
okay.
if you roll a 3 or higher, one of the runes take damage instead of you, and that rune is no longer powered.
Wow, okay.
Considering his origins, it just makes sense.
So as the rune kind of breaks apart on Taylor's chest, but the explosion throws him from the ship, also prone. But prone in this Skye world is tricky, to say the least. Then we got this air elemental who climb over here and is gonna do 2 slams against you, Lewin.
Come on, man. I'm gonna get him.
27 to hit,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
and
He does. Yes.
bring it on, you. Oh damn. 15 to hit.
No. I do block that one.
Okay, so only one gets through.
I don't think I'm liking the plane of air.
Hey, that's my homeland.
That is 19 points of thunder damage.
Come.
As 2 of the air elementals, as one's being the invisible stalker eviscerate, the other elemental explodes and turns into air and dust. Sapphire shouts out to the rest of them, blow them off the goddamn ship! 2 members of the Crystal Vanguard start to plummet into the air. The third one looms over Lewin with these massive fists and elongated tendrils of arms. One thunderous blow to the side of the temple knocks into Lewin. The other one hits the ground as you're able to jet back. As now, the Air Genasi Sapphire has their turn.
Uh-huh.
See if they get their recharge ability.
No, they don't. They actually don't get their recharge ability back.
Just for that, Lewin, this is coming at you.
You just had to say it.
That's a 15 to hit.
I block it because you suck.
There you go. Talk that shit.
I don't like that guy. Who is that guy?
Tell
He
him.
looks so cool at first. She was so soft-spoken and nice, and now I want to drop
Your
kick her.
AC defended you. Now you can talk that trash, dude.
Yeah. Loser, L, yes.
Did it actually miss with a 15?
Oh, yeah, 15 misses. I have an 18 armor class, so
Okay.
get farted on.
Oh,
Get farted on. Some toxic air gets whipped in your face. Air Genasi.
South side of the
Ha!
Okay.
So, as Sapphire takes out that shortened staff, that bladed wand, this thunderous blast scars the hull of the ship. There's just a big scorched mark goes over the wind as some of the floorboards start to kip up as the ship is taking damage as it's getting hit, by the way. But now, as this round of my guys are over, the ship, with no driver,
Oh my.
starts to plummet. So, Clara, unless you just want to hover and fly, or hold on to the ship.
No, she'll be flying. She kind of like always is constantly like hovering slightly.
Rala, you have wings?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna puff out my wings and go to that thing and pull it back.
Okay.
And maybe even, I don't... Can I hit this guy with this? I'm considering how hard can I turn this?
Wait. No.
That's how I feel right now.
Fluid, make me a strength saving throw.
No. I won't. All right. Oh Lord. Strength saving. Yeah, it's a pretty solid 14.
14 is the DC. As you reach on to some sort of a loose rope that wasn't fascinated, you wrap your arm around it, holding on tight as you're literally surfing and riding the ship that's starting to dip down. It is your turn. Rala, you said you wanted to rush
I'm gonna
over.
pull out my wings. And
Okay.
Okay. You will take an opportunity attack from this air elemental.
so I'm gonna die on the way there, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. It may miss. High risk, high reward.
Fuck off!
I'll have you know, I did try to curse his dice before this. I tried.
I'm
Oh,
doing
it
my
didn't
best
work.
from over
You
here.
blessed them. You blessed them.
Don't do
No,
that.
no.
Don't do that. No, wait. Don't say it. Knock on wood, baby.
That's
You accidentally
21.
gave yourself the curse of the fuck off! No.
Curse him the fuck off.
Wait. Do we have any?
Well,
You had to believe, Louis. We all had to be unanimous in this.
All right. That is going to be 12 points of thunder damage.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Still up?
Yeah?
Okay.
Good.
As you rush over to the wheel of this thing, as it starts to plummet, the air elemental just gives you a backhand to the back of your head as lightning electricity surges through you, almost propelling you over towards the steering wheel as blood starts to trickle down the back of your head.
Oh yeah. Blood's trickling, from a lot of places.
Make me a strength check to pull up the steering wheel to make the ship become even, perpendicular.
God, oh my god. Please be okay. That's a 19 plus 5.
Okay.
As you
I
rush
can't do math,
over
but that's something.
24.
to the steering wheel, you grab it, lift it up as the boat then
Oh my god.
once more and raised up so you aren't falling.
Okay.
That was an action to do that. You do have bonus actions, which means bonus movement, but you have to have a hand on the wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my other hand to chug the one potion that I have in my little pocket there.
Okay, bonus action.
Yeah, so I'm gonna chug that potion of health. What do I roll for potion of health again? Shit.
Depends on
Is it a standard potion of health?
or superior. Or...
It just said you just said like potion of health. Like I
So 2d4 plus 2.
G4. Okay. It was the same one we were given like at the beginning. This is the like
beginning.
first
That'll
one
be a
that I had.
standard one.
Wow.
I've just held on to it.
Cast the spell.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's like 7 plus. Is there a plus on that?
Could be. Yeah.
2d4 plus 4, I believe. 2.
It's 2? Okay, slay. Very slay.
And you're behind the wheel.
Yeah.
I'm behind the wheel. I'm behind the wheel.
Taylor's floating and Hermitha's floating.
I'm not a very safe person to come
Armitha
behind
is
me.
falling, and
Falling.
Taylor is falling at the moment.
Falling. I mean, okay. Oh gosh.
I was
Okay.
giving everybody room to do what they had to do.
So I was going to say Taylor will cast fly on himself and give himself a fly speed of 60 feet
Okay.
and go and catch Hermitha.
Oh,
No. Oh my
Hank is
god.
gonna love this.
Look at Chelsea right now.
Hermitha's gonna.
Look at Chelsea.
No thanks.
I'll die. Honestly, I'll just
Hermitha's
roll a new
like falling
character.
like this.
No.
Get in
I
my
do
arms.
consider calling on divine intervention for like a second, but
Not worth it.
I don't.
Hestia summons Taylor.
Right? Literally, that was the undivine intervention, and
Divine dark wizard intervention.
oh yeah, yes,
Unholy intervention.
I tighten up. I get over the initial just shock and surprise. How far are we away? As like 20 feet away from, well,
I
really
would say-
15? 10 feet?
Yeah. What did we say? Well, we had falling rules for the Taylor fight. I'm trying to remember. I think it was.
Yeah, have fun
It was
with
like
that.
40 feet around,
DM.
I think.
Yeah. So you would have been probably like
Do the math.
20 feet down.
So if that's the case, like he has enough speed because it's 60 feet and I did the counting, it was about 35 to get to her. He'll use the rest of his movement to at least get with the ship.
Get me to that demon thing! And I've lost all my words.
I have one proposition. Can we say that Taylor grabbed Hermitha in a princess carry hold?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the only way that he
It's
would
bridal
grab her.
carry.
All right, just saying. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah. No, I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I'm
I'll
gonna
say
bump
as-
his face with my arm. Yes. As hard as I can. As hard as I can. Stop moving! Jeez! And yeah, I'm gonna try to launch an arrow at that thing.
That's so cute, actually.
At Sapphire?
Yeah, clearly they're the problem.
Okay.
We need to deal with it.
That was my initial
Yeah.
plan. I was like, if we take out her, do they just go poof?
That's what I thought. Yeah. But I neglected my role of healing the team, and now the team.
They have a spread apart.
dying.
Job. They did a
See,
good job.
offense, defense, not easy. Yeah.
I got it.
We're still getting used to not having Torben, so it's okay. We're still getting.
difficult,
This is our
yeah.
first combat since then, so we're.
Oh yeah, this is something. All right, let me actually roll this on the table.
Or probably would have jumped on this guy. Like, what a jumped on-
Oh God. Okay, yeah, my mic didn't like that. Okay, that plus I'm not used to pulling this thing out. Usually, I like to do more spell things.
Sorry.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Spelly.
Does a 17 hit?
Please.
It just hits.
Well, thank goodness. Divine strike.
Oh!
Yes, let's go.
I never have to use this, but I felt like, the anger should just come out. So, all right, we're going to add an additional. Where is she at? Where are you at, Divine Strike? I saw you earlier. Don't embarrass me. Okay, let me resolve the initial damage first. So with my bow, because I know we already got some stats on that, on the new bow. It's my first time actually hitting with her. So, my Divine Strike does plus D8 thunder damage? Mm-hmm. On top of the Divine Strike, or is it just like flavored like that? Because that's nice.
The bow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
it
one
goes on
that-
top of it all.
This is just great. This is great, actually, having all of these levels. Makes me so happy. All right. Let's get her popping as my keyboard freaks the hell out. All right, first the damage. Okay, good. We got a base 9 damage just from the roll. And then I'm going to do another 2d8. All right, boom, boom. It was so close. Okay, 2 thunder damage and 1 regular divine strike damage. Yeah, I blame
3.
Taylor for this. 3 total, but 2 of those are thunder damage. Yeah. But I'm not done. Since they got closer, bonus action, pull that bow over there. How far can it get? Please tell me. It wasn't here. It was like here, I hope.
Behind you? Okay, I just put it there.
It was right behind me.
Okay.
Can it reach this son of a...
What's the speed on the bow?
20 feet for the bonus action. I think I can move it up to 20
10,
feet.
No, that's like
15,
50 feet.
20.
Oh, it's 50. Oh, because the bonus... All right, I'm just going to smack the one next to Rala because that would absolutely help them, I hope.
Yeah.
Like right here. This one. This son of a...
Sure.
All right. Let's go ahead. Let's do our action. Let me do the... Yeah, my bad, guys. I don't know why my keyboard's freaking out. I think I need to reset it. There we go. All right, to hit. 15.
Just hits. Roll damage.
Thank God. All right.
This is the beefiest one out of all of them. This one
12.
hasn't been touched at all.
Good. Okay, it needs to get out of here. 12 force damage. Start adding on to it. And that's what I do. Yeah. Hopefully
what I
Divine
do.
Strike doesn't do that to me again.
Oof, I feel you. I'm sorry.
It's okay, First try.
But yeah, so as Taylor starts to fall off the ship, the brunt of the damage being protected by the runic spell, they start to plummet, and under the hull of the ship, they see Hermetha kind of knocked out a little bit as they're just floating down. He puts his arcane energy out of his boots and just starts to fly under, and almost like a Superman carry comes up from under you and catches you, and that kind of just wakes you up from the jostled motion, and you look up at him, and you just have that pain that like you saw Rala get at the start of this, like someone's stabbing you in the back a little bit, just searing, and just I'm never gonna hear the end of this. And you start to get up, and you're like, "Get up higher, you fool!" And then as you get up in range, you crack him into the side of the nose.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Send
Thank you.
over that lobbing divine strike arrow, smacks Sapphire in the cheek. There's a bit of scarring and black char that comes from the residue from the divine strike, but they put their hand into this break formation of cloud and lightning that kind of stabilizes her as she keeps her eyes locked on you, and then sending the bow over to smack on the other elemental that's very close to Rala. More radiant energy and sparks flying all over. The colors sort of being soaked into the cloud work around you. So as you look at the horizon of those pinks and blues and yellows, the clouds around you kind of seemingly to absorbing the color of the spells you're doing. So there's some residue from the fire. So some of the clouds are red, some are golden color because of the radiant energy. But is that everyone?
No, me and Lewin
No.
haven't gone.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Louis, do you want to go first?
I will try. I'll look back and see that Taylor and Hermitha are at least stable, and I'll look back to. Has anyone damaged the rider? No one. She's great.
The
She's fine.
rider's been getting hit.
Oh, she has been. Cool.
Yeah, she's been getting hit a
Great.
couple times. The
Okay.
Drake has not been touched at all.
Oh, Drake has not been touched. Okay.
No, it would have been touched in my fire.
Oh, sorry. The fire, yeah. They did get hit by fire.
Cool. Okay, so okay. I'm going to hit the one closest to me right here with my mace. No change, just straight up bonk bonk lightning time.
Bonka
So let's do
bonka.
that. Ka-chow! it jumped out of my dice box. The old me is trying to. Okay.
Ka-chow!
Yeah.
Oh, that was not good. That was a miss because it was a 12. I'm assuming that's a miss.
That does miss
That's fine.
goes right through. You got 2 attacks though.
I got 2 attacks. It craves the Eldritch Cannon. You're right. Okay. We're gonna attack again. That is a little better. 17.
That hits. Roll damage.
Nice. 17. Okay, let's do this.
Did you want to try to grapple it?
I can do that after an attack with my grappler feet, I believe. So
Yes, but this is
with
the
mace.
charge on the mace.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I will. I will do that. I'll try to wrap it. I'll turn it on, golden light, and then I'm going to.
So dex
send
saving
a-
throw
yep,
against
I'm
your
gonna send a
14.
lightning through it. Against. Yes.
It's a natural 17. So once again,
Okay.
tries to wrap around it. Doesn't seem to take hold,
It's okay.
but you can send
I'll
the
let
lightning
damage
through
go
it.
through. Yep. I'll do just that. 3, 9, 10, 12 plus a regular D8. Where's my D8? I'm so sorry, everyone. That's 14 damage. 14.
14. Okay. So same thing. The first strike goes right through the air elemental. Second one, big wisp of cloud comes out of its form, and it is getting skinnier.
I'd like to use the rush. What's it called? I'm so sorry. It's the. It gives me a second action.
Surge?
I don't know why I can't find. Yes,
Action
I'd like to
surge?
use
Action surge.
Action surge with a bonus action.
Yeah.
And I'm actually. So what's going to happen is Lewin is actually going to. So after I do my attack, Lewin's going to stand up and is going to point at the rider with one finger, and is going to focus with his celestial energy. And
Ooh.
everyone hears a chiming of a bell, and I'm going to use Toll the Dead on the rider.
Oh.
Ooh, that's new.
And yes, so Lewin's eyes go white, and I'm going to point at it, and she has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or take 1d8 necrotic damage. Actually, no, since she's hurt, she has to take 1d12 necrotic damage if she fails the wisdom saving throw.
That's a 10.
All right, it was 14, so she takes 1d12.
Okay.
This is new and very fun. Oh my goodness. That's a 12 on there.
Oh, full damage.
That's nuts. Holy smacks.
Okay.
Just like.
So as your eyes kind of roll in the back of your head, Lewin, that dark shroud, shadows just kind of form from you in eerie and off places. Gong! This massive bell rings that all of you can hear. The Air Genasi holding on to the Drake with their hand. This ring starts to go down. You see the Air Genasi just... and you just see them kind of ring in pain as black veins kind of start to take form from the corners of their eyes like a blinding headache, and you can see them kind of veering off the Drake a little bit as they're holding on.
That's what I wanted. That is my turn.
Okay.
Just a wound on the
Okay. Clara is going to reach into her bag and drink her potion of speed that I've had for I don't even know how long. It's a bonus action. Then I'm going to reach out and cast a 4th level healing word. No, you know what? We'll do a 5th level healing word on Rala. Sorry, that's bonus action. 5th level cure wounds on Rala.
Thank you. I'm suffering.
57 hit points back.
Oh, girl, I love you.
And then
Well, that's good.
she will fly up and over to Sapphire.
Okay.
Because that's just my 30 feet of movement. I know I'll take an opportunity attack from the...
2 of them.
Well, I would fly high enough to surpass...
They're 10 feet of reach.
to surpass this guy. Or are you saying that this guy hits me as well?
They all have 10-foot reach, so
That's fine.
it would be
I'll survive.
5, 10 would hit, and then this guy would hit, but not this guy.
Okay. I'll still take it.
Okay, so 2 are going to attack you.
I would love for you to know that my AC right now is 20. Sorry, 20, not 20. 18. 18.
Damn. Okay. So your AC is 18. That's a 19.
That'll hit.
11 plus 8.
Oof.
Second one misses.
Okay.
So this would be 11 points of thunder damage.
Okay. And then Clara will come all the way up, and all 4 of her arc light strikes will be at Sapphire.
Nice.
Okay. How close do you need to be? Like here?
10 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. So the first... Do you want me to just make all 4 attacks first?
Yeah, do all the attacks first.
Okay. 21.
Hit.
21.
Hit.
19.
Hit.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
All hit.
Let's go.
And she looks pretty healthy right now, right?
Like, tick, some hits.
Okay. So for the first 3, 24 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I would like the last one to grapple her.
Okay. So I gotta make a
Strength check.
check.
They're in the clutch. Holy shit.
This is her play.
Oh, sorry, saving throw. Strength, dex save. Strength or dex saving throw. I know, 10th level Clara is like, pew, 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 pew.
Killing it.
That's a 14.
Will fail. So it is grappled.
Did someone say Twitch grapple?
All right. So you see you see Clara swoop into the air elementals reaching up to hit them. Hits one into the side of the ribs. You kind of spin out for a minute, put your wings out. This is your home, using the air currents to stabilize you as they use it to your advantage. You're able to halt yourself as Truffy's newfound earthbound tentacles and roots start to all rise up, looking like some amalgamation of a winged bird and a spider all in one. As if anyone saw the shadow of this thing, they thought they were fighting some kind of necrotic creature, as all 4 of the tentacles strike in the Sapphire. Sapphire dodges out of the way, goes through the cloud form of the Drake. The other one hits them right in the pectoral, or hits her in the pectoral, impacting straight away. Ah! The other one wraps around their waist and takes them right to you.
And then I just want to look at Louie and just using a free action if you'll let me speak.
Mm-hmm.
There's a potion in my bag. There's a potion in my bag. And she's shaking her bag, and there's a superior health potion in my bag if you would like to take it on your next turn.
Yeah.
And then
actually.
I'll just stay there.
Okay. Dang, this guy's almost done, I think. Is it still our turn?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think it's... Wait, when you went, you hit twice.
I did.
Taylor
Ral-
moved.
Taylor got Chelsea,
I have no
Rala.
actions, so
Yeah, I think we're all good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay. So, as this starts to happen, you have Sapphire in your grip, the roots around their waist, They're looking very rough. What'd you roll?
I was rolling my concentration check from ages ago. Don't worry about it. It totally
Oh,
failed.
right.
From my fairy fire, it's fine. It failed, but I wasn't using it anyways anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So as you have Sapphire in your grip, barely hanging on, she just yells out, "Take her out! Take her out now!"
Rude.
So, Rala, you'll get an opportunity attack on this one that was near you.
Beautiful. Can I do flurry of blows for that?
I believe it's just a reaction, so I think it's just a hit. A single hit?
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
That's 18.
That hits?
Okay. That's 11 points damage.
Hey, that's still good.
11.
Okay. So as the air elementals start to gather around Clara, you just see one. You still got your hand on the wheel, trying to hit it with your thunder gauntlets as it makes purchase. Their form shifts for a minute, still going forward. All three of these air elementals, Clara, are going to attack you.
Fair. Clara might go down.
Okay.
Do I have any reactions, girl? Let me see. Damn it.
One misses. I'm gonna count these all. So out of these will be 6 attacks. So 1 out of 2 hit.
I'll count.
So 1 hit so far. 2 hits. So that's 3. And 1 miss, 1 hit. So that's 4 attacks out of 6.
I'm probably going down.
Let's see. 10 thunder damage.
Dang.
12 thunder damage. 12 thunder damage.
I'm unconscious.
No!
And Rala goes unconscious.
Clara, not Rala.
Sorry, Clara.
I was like, whoa!
Sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry. Lots of moving parts. I'm sorry. Clara. A barrage of massive wind elemental fists go through as you're trying your best to keep Sapphire around you. That last haymaker just knocks out Clara as they start to also fall, with Sapphire also falling.
Wait a minute. Oh, because she got her off the dragon.
I grappled.
It's our turn.
Taylor.
Let's
Right.
finish these freaking bozos off, please.
I think Taylor knows what to do.
Divine intervention. I'm doing it.
For real?
I don't care. I'm doing it.
Be praised.
It's we done been in here for I gotta roll a percentile dice.
Is it actually our turn though, or does Sapphire still get to go?
So I was gonna say, Sapphire and Drake
Oh,
still
Drake.
get to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Sapphire and Drake.
I was gonna try to interrupt. I'm sorry, but you can still do that.
You're fine.
So,
Fine. I might take it back. Who knows?
okay.
Find out.
Just gonna check something real quick. Okay. Recharge ability. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, as Sapphire begins to fall, their long coat whipping in the wind, You suddenly see Clara fall past Sapphire as their cloak flies out and starts to keep them afloat. They, at this distance, can't see you guys. They're under the hull, so they dart for the nearest cloud and are going to hide.
Oh, you sneaky.
As you see, as if anyone, if I don't know, a lot of you can't even really see one of the ship at this point. Maybe Taylor and Hermitha as they're kind of behind. But you saw them both go over, and then you're not sure what's happened after that. As for the Drake will also go down into the clouds and hide. So, as Sapphire and the Drake start to get out of your field of vision, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Right. Doesn't change my plan at all. I don't know how this works. If Taylor is holding me, can Taylor hold me and Clara?
Potentially. Taylor's a fairly strong individual.
No, he's not.
No?
He's a -2.
Never mind. He ain't strong at all. It's all just an
For
act.
show. Yeah. He's Asgardian, but he's still pretty weak.
He does a lot
He
of
said-
calisthenics,
He said
but
he has
no
mental-
weight
mental
training.
strength.
Well, knowing Torben, knowing Tank, that he would have sacrificed anything to get that intelligence up. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it, dude. God bless his soul, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
I know.
But even with a -2, you could still roll high.
Well, I would say that like Taylor would probably deposit Hermitha on the ship unless she requests otherwise.
I absolutely would not request otherwise. Drop me off.
Yeah. He's just playing catch at this point, basically, and will drop Hermitha off and then uses the rest of his movement to go for Clara.
Okay.
Dropping
He
should
now
be a
has-
free action, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. Love
We'll give you
that.
Okay, so
that.
dropping off Hermitha.
Think about this one, y'all. I gotta think about this one. Because y'all aren't in dire danger anymore.
That you know of.
You were. Might still be, but. All right. Hey, feel free to go. I'm trying to think of our best.
Can
15, 20,
Would Hermitha hold the steering wheel?
50.
Girl could. I could.
I can't go anywhere right now. I don't trust
You
any.
kind
I don't
of
trust
need
this ship
to
at all.
move. Yeah, but girl, I'm gonna be real. I can't drive. I'll just hold it steady. If it goes wrong, it's definitely not my fault. Let's say I was dropped next to you, and then if you want to do a swap, we can do that.
Okay, she'll like pass it off. She'll just hold it
That'll be my
steady.
5-step
do what I
movement.
can.
Yes. Oh, this is Pathfinder. Yeah. Right. Oh man, why can't I grab me?
I got you.
Oh, thank you. All right, you devil, you demon. I'll use my bonus to smack one of them anyway.
Oh, you're not doing the divine intervention?
No, not after they ran off and we got Taylor on the prowl. Did Taylor catch her, Clara?
I'm guessing I had enough movement to at least get there, or do I have to dash?
You'd have to dash.
He'd dash.
Yeah.
Like he'll get her for sure.
Wonderful.
Although it is 60 feet of flying speed with the spell. Is that still taking account?
Roll me a dex check.
Natural one.
Yeah, you'd have to dash.
He'll dash,
Okay.
but he'll get her.
Yeah.
Well. Well. How's everybody looking? ODM. Not great, huh?
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
all right.
actually doing very well, very strong. Looking
Oh, you're
great.
fine. Are you kidding
Yeah.
or are you fine?
Yes, I almost can see the Moss Cathedral with how good I'm feeling. Oh wow.
Stop that.
That's
See?
the light in the tunnel.
All right,
up,
all right.
home. Oh.
There's a light. It's beautiful.
There's a light.
I might just follow it. I'm very
There's a light. All right, let me see what I can do here. All right,
Really
do I need to
big.
touch you for that? I don't think I do. All right, I walk over to the wheel and I do a mass cure. Everyone in the area. They 60-foot range, 30-foot type deal. So, and
I would like
it's
you
fit-
to make me a strength saving throw to hold the wheel.
Oh, nice.
You put the weakest person on the wheel.
I'm gonna stay next to her in case I need the help.
But technically, if you're within 5 feet of the wheel, you can still hold on to it
Oh, perfect.
if you're still got
I'll
your
just be
hand
there
on it.
I'll just be there for support. If you have to let go, and I'll try. But for now, we could probably survive just a little shift.
If you fall, I'll try to help.
No, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Cause where are the fucking jetpacks?
Yeah, true.
They are right on the corner here.
It better be. I point to that as I come down. Pick one up immediately. And I do I do my cure mass wounds, and I'm gonna pray. Actually, I'm not gonna pray. I'm gonna get my dice. So y'all resolve your stuff while I roll this. Let me get
Okay.
3 different dice. I'll tell you what you heal for.
So as Taylor swoops down, grabs Clara unconscious at the moment,
Is feeding somebody a potion an action?
like bonus action.
Okay, then he'll use his bonus action to feed Clara her own potion of superior healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. All right, girls. Everybody gets 19.
Amazing.
That is nuts.
And then we got Lewin and Rala still.
All right.
Low rolls.
Yeah, so
guys.
I want to wait until she is holding on to it properly. I want to wait until Hermitha is actually.
Yeah, so you can let them do the roll.
You can let it go.
And if they're
Let it go.
successful, you can
I'm not
leave.
holding
If
on.
they
I'm not
fail.
holding on.
Ah,
I'm not holding
okay.
on. I'm standing next to you. I'm just, if I need to help, I'll help.
Okay.
Like,
You
I'll
can
roll
grab
as
it.
well,
I mean, we're going to be all right if it's a round of us kind of dipping. So, what you got to do. Just know we're going down if you leave me for more than one round. I can, after I do my dippity doo dah day, actually, I tell you to toss those. You should grab all of them.
Okay.
like
That's
toss
what I
them to
tell you.
people. I was
Yeah.
thinking that. I was thinking, am I able to throw it? But I don't want to throw it at Taylor because I don't want to hit him in the head, and then
That's
they're both
real.
unconscious, and
That's
they're both
so-
going to throw.
It's so real.
And I also don't want to do the same thing to Lewin. So
Do it safely if you can, but if you're
Yeah.
not comfortable, then
I'm gonna hand you one,
thank
and
you.
I'll keep one
that's
in.
what I- yeah.
I'm gonna put one next to me so that I have it to
Yeah.
if I go down the stairs to hand to Lewin.
Bet.
So you want to toss the other ones out?
Did
I'm
you
not throwing these at people.
All
She
right.
said.
I don't want people to
Yes,
get hit in the
hey.
head. Don't even think about it.
Just saying. You'd say you could.
Don't bait her.
You
Hell no.
could.
Oh my
Don't
god.
do it.
Oh no. We've had way too many good rolls this session. I don't trust to not get knocked fuck out right now.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Hands up. Over here. Don't worry about it.
Right. Give me some spirit guardians.
I'm gonna stay close by. I'm gonna stay close by so that I can help if something happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my blood spear to attack this one though.
Whoa.
The one that's the weakest. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Good to know.
That's a 15 for the strength.
You are
That's a
able to
12.
hold the steering wheel in place as Hermitha takes as the vibrations of the boat shake you
Okay.
uncontrollably as you try to take hold.
Heavy armor.
That's a 21 to hit.
Weak
That
as
hits.
Good. Eight plus 5 is a number that I know how to count to.
13.
13, thank you.
The response was
The
even
look
better.
in your eyes was. Where am I?
I'm
What
trying
am
so
I?
hard to do this math. So yeah.
So
Oh, well,
with the blood spear?
yes, 13 damage with the blood spear.
All right. As you take out the spear with the red-tipped blade, this almost tendril of red energy surges through the air elemental and gets sucked right into it. It's dead, and I think you gain some HP.
Very nice. Okay,
It had 7 hit points left.
that is beautiful.
Nice.
How many squares are squares? I'm here.
You got 5, 10,
5, 10,
15.
15. Okay,
It's
I
like
could do
15
that.
to get to these guys.
I could jimmy down there. So I'm going to jimmy down to this guy and flurry of blows.
Nice.
Okay.
Or I'll do an unarmed strike first because it's my second attack.
Yeah.
And it's at 9 plus 7 is a 16.
That hits.
Good.
Nice.
Can I apply stunning strike to that? Is it a thing these
Yes, you can.
do? Beautiful. That's 8 damage, and it's a con save.
Do your thing, man.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Con save is a 16.
It just passes.
Lightning goes through it, stabilizing it for a minute, goes back to its regular form.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I need to add my things. Oh no. I need to add lightning damage to that last bit of damage. I need to add a d6 of lightning damage. Plus 4. 4 points of lightning damage. And I am going to do flurry of blows to do my bonus action. That is... One definitely doesn't hit because that is a 2, but the other one is a 17 plus
That hits.
something. That is 7 and 10 points of damage.
Gone. As you go in,
Beautiful.
stick the other one with the blood spear, take whatever air elemental residue, clean off the blade, dash forward,
Nice.
explode in a puff of air once more. There's only one left.
Does it take an action to smack a jetpack over to Lewin?
It would.
Oh my god, okay.
Toss it. It would be an
If we
athletic
can
check.
kill this guy, I think we'll be okay. We just need to kill this guy. We'll be all right. It seems.
Well, that's all my moves, I think.
And then I think I can finish this guy off. I think. Can I hit him from the edge of the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then. Oh well, I guess I can do range attack. Never mind. I definitely can. Okay. I'm going to see him just getting walloped, and I'm just going to be so determined to finish it and just unchain my mace and just swing.
Okay.
That's a 19 raw.
That hits.
Nice. Wow, I kind of feel like Torben, man. I kind of feel like Torben a little bit here. My 1d8. Come on. It jumped out of my thing. 9 plus the lightning damage will be... Oh, that's a 7. 19 damage on this guy.
As your mace enters into the body of the last air elemental, before the brunt of your mace seemingly enters into its, like, around its head, it seems to disapparate before the final blow,
Whoa.
signaling that
Right.
somebody might have told it to back off.
Clara never got a chance to pop off that pass without a trace. Because if it just really feels like we could have had a different situation. I just want to know.
To be fair, I took damage in
Right.
the cyclone and lost it.
True.
Oh, my brain. Oh, that hurt. That hit me.
Also,
right.
to be fair,
We should have kept you safe.
when you entered into the plane of air, it was endless sky with no clouds around you.
You're right.
So you're
We
kind
are
of just
a
out
casual ship.
just a ship in the middle of blue with like wisps of
tried.
cloud around.
I tried.
We're a little cloud. You don't know.
But also,
Just a shiny cloud.
she did get hit in the cyclone.
Yeah, she sure did. I see. Yeah.
Yep.
But with that, as the last air elemental dissipates and Lewin's mace goes through it, the citadel of steel and air underneath you, Sapphire, the Aerogenos who called themselves Sapphire, does not seem to be around. Nowhere in place. Unless there's anything else the Crystal Vanguard would like to do.
I just want to make one quick perception check actively to see if she's around.
I would like to do that as well.
You are awake, okay.
I am
You
awake.
all-
Yeah, I healed myself.
You all can if you like.
Beautiful.
19.
Also 19. I don't know what's plus.
Taylor was like a 8.
18.
20. Dirty 20.
Oh wow, we are awesome
We got good dice gods today.
and sleepy apparently.
It's late, okay? It's my
It is.
bedtime. I don't know how y'all are still awake.
Oh
It's
yeah,
9:30 here, and I'm like,
We're wrapping it up, don't worry.
no, I know.
As you looked over the edge of the ship into the cloud cover to which they sought out refuge, you do see just the tiniest bit of shadow within the cloud cover.
Don't like it.
I want to hit him with my roots because I still have my turn on this initiative.
I'm
As-
looking through my list right now.
As,
I will just
case.
hold the ship.
as Rala holds the ship up, Clara waking up in Taylor's arms, looking down at the gray patch within the cloud as you all can make it out. You all start to just ever so slightly ready spells, get out weapons. The tendrils on Clara's back start to form new arms. We're going to end the stream there, everybody.
Oh my!
If they
Wow.
were
Damn
30
it.
feet away, I would have just banished them at this point.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
Ooh.
just I don't know what you want, but you're stressing me
Hammer.
out. Yeah.
I got to get the people coming back.
Fair.
Find out what happens next week on War of the Realms D&D. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really do appreciate you all coming down in the chat. Whether there's 10 of you, whether there's 20 of you, whether there's 100 of you, we appreciate any of you that comes and spends time with us playing our fun little game over here. Until next time, we'll see you then, everyone. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye!
Hammer.
Don't talk about my pizza pockets like that. Don't talk about my pizza pockets like that.
I don't do that anymore, Jordy. I'm in my 30s.
Excuse me. There's
Yeah.
popcorn on the counter from 3 days ago when Kevin goes to a movie. Like he'll
Yeah.
bring the popcorn home and then he sits and eats it.
You gotta get it. You gotta go to the waste.
no
There's
one
also
can
leaving
hurt you.
pizza out for like 2 days.
Hey man, Pizza Hut Chemicals makes that shit fresh, no matter where it is.
You guys
Under
are
the
all
sun.
gonna die of botulism, Ebola.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. Live your life.
I'm gonna write into my DM journal, write encounter that involves spoiled frozen food. Someone's fridge.
Why
That looks amazing.
Rise up.